All right. Yep. Thanks for that. Tie the Knot, Shaskay, Streak, Nahayan. 1, 2, 3 and 6 are the Sky ratings. 4, 19 for Shaskay.
Of 2,800 metres back to 2,600 metres. From 1980 to 99, it was always 2,800 metres. And nowadays at weight for age. $1.20, 4's on track, Tie the Knot, and they're away in the St Leger. Tie the Knot jumped quickly. He's in front in the early stages. Zexabil, Asiana, and out wide Nahayan starting to come across, looking to... Asiana in front, leading a half on Nahayan, about to go up and put the acid to the leader. Zexabil, the fence, third, and Tie the Knot's right behind them. He's down their throats and about to come wide. Di had a peep over his shoulder. He looked for Shaskay. Shaskay's 2 lengths astern, and then Streak as they wheel the bend. Nahayan at the foot of the rise in front of Asiana. Tie the Knot under second gear, cruised up. Di's had 15 looks over his shoulder. Shaskay to the outside. He's about to let Tie the Knot go, and the multi-millionaire race to the front at the 250. Old Shaskay is game as they come under the old legs, running home well. Tie the Knot 2 lengths in front of Shaskay, who's making some ground. Tie the Knot hands and heels a length in front of Shaskay. Gallant the second horse. He's getting awfully close, but he won't get Tie the Knot. Tie the Knot's won it from Shaskay. What a grand old performer he is, Shaskay. Photo third between Zexabil and Streak. Then Nahayan and Asiana had some glory till about the 900 metres mark. She was last.
We'll get to look at him pretty shortly, folks, but we'd be like...
Little loaf, I think. Tie the Knot. 9 to 2 on, 12 to 1 and 40 to 1 Zexabil. Let's hear...
Congratulations. He did that in a hand counter, didn't he?
Oh, I don't know about that. He just hung on. The last 100 I was really struggling, you know. But he's a horse who needs a horse to race against. When he gets to the front line...
Taffy, we used to train old Shaskay.
Yeah.
He actually trained you
and everybody else.
Yeah, he's had a few.
Well, he was Guy Walters' first Group 1 winner too.
Yeah, he was... he won a Group 1 for us in the Underwood Stakes and then was favourite for the Caulfield Cup. And he actually broke his leg before the Caulfield Cup. He actually had a fracture that went...
A lot of tendon problems in recent months, and apparently they're using this new gel which is imported from the US called Rapid Response. Do you know anything about that? It's apparently very effective.
I've seen it. We've used it with some success on horses as well. It's horses, and obviously is helping old Shaskay with his problems.
I might get some of it myself.
I'll order you a 44-gallon drum.
Help my gout. Thanks very
Speaking
much.
of...
Pertinent to that, that's the size produce, the Lindeman's Wines size produce stakes. 6 Belle de Jour, 1 Assertive Lad, 2 Sparks and 4 Reenact, 6, 1, 2 and 4. And Belle de Jour is $90, $29 Sparks, Clonmel scratched, Reenact $7, Surfboard $42, Belle de Jour $3.20.
Horses to have won the size include Baguette, the Great Luskin Star, and a more regular Alf and a line last year for Rod Quinn, who rides. It's back in there racing. Reenact's missed it by about 2.5 lengths. He's got no early speed. Assertive Lad away well. Surfboard, the cerise colours going through, and Sparks is third. Belle de Jour on the fence, then last. Down the side of the track at the 850 and Surfboard, the bowler in front, 3/4 now, a length and a half on Assertive Lad. Belle de Jour scraping paint, 3/4 away is Sparks. Preserve is second last of the 6 and last of all Reenact, who's finally tacked on. 650 to run. Surfboard a length on Assertive Lad, punching the breeze. Belle de Jour's got cover the fence, 1 away Sparks. He's behind his stablemate, but 2 lengths in arrears of him. They were followed by Preserve on the fence and Reenact niggled at as they wheel the bend. Surfboard at the 450 in front. Belle de Jour slips up on the fence. Assertive Lad went up and made it a line of 3 and Preserve trying to come out. Sparks pushed the filly back into a pocket and then came Reenact. Assertive Lad at the 300 metres mark in front. Belle de Jour, Beasley first to feel for the whip. He's drawn the whip on Assertive Lad. They're stride for stride. Belle de Jour, Assertive Lad, and then came running on Reenact. It's Assertive Lad in front. Reenact's getting home when it's all over. Assertive Lad's in front. Reenact trying to pick him up. Assertive Lad in front, fell in and won it. Just Assertive Lad from Reenact, who would have nailed him in another stride, but it's pretty tight. Surfboard, Preserve a photo for third. Then came Sparks and Belle de Jour last in. And Surfboard in third. It's 1-4-5. Reenact only needed another half stride and he wins the race. He absolutely dawdled out of the gates. Cassidy was driving hard. He was driving hard.
Third dividend, Quinella $7.50. The trifecta, $137.80.
How do you rate him as a potential horse?
He's just going to keep going all day. I think he's a mile and a quarter horse because he relaxes so well. It's a shame he didn't win a slipper, but a lot of good horses don't win slippers. You saw Encounter, you've seen Al Masco. There's a never-ending list of great horses that don't win slippers. He didn't, but believe you me, he's going to come back a lovely 3-year-old.
Oh, he's an outstanding 2-year-old, absolutely outstanding horse. He's a Cox Plate horse. You know, to do what he did in the Golden...
We'll just watch the closing stages again of the Sires Produce Stakes and just calculate mathematically the ground Reenact takes off a cert of lad. He's, what, 4 lengths last 100 metres? It's a huge effort. Hasn't he got a stride on him, Reenact?
It just about nearly did the Belle de Jour, didn't it?
Yeah. Simon, Shane.
Hill of Grace, this is the Oaks. 3 tributes, 8 Spotswood, 2 Dotteressa, 1, 3, 8 and 2. Tote Call, Hill of Grace, 270. Dotteressa, 670. 13 tributes, Miss Zoe, 10. Kirkstall Lane, 15. Sarwatch at $4.70. Coco Cabana, 15. Spotswood at $12. Number 8, number 9 is Fly By Night, 58. Glimmers for...
The Oaks double, having won the VRC Oaks, the last one to move in. So they're all... Gates are loaded, and they're away. Sarwatch won from the fence a little slow to go. Glimmers on the rail, Go You Beauty and Spotswood away quickly. Miss Zoe in the red-green sleeves going forward. Coco Cabana wide. Hill of Grace the deepest runner. They were followed by Glimmers and Sarwatch, both going up on the inside from Dotteressa, Fly By Night. Life Goes On, 8 tributes and Kirkstall Lane last. And it's Coco Cabana, the casual lies filly in front and starting to steady the ship now. Die leading 3/4 on Go You Beauty. A length and a half to Spots, 2 lengths to Tributes. They were followed by Life Goes On and Kirkstall Lane. So they go by the 1,200 metres mark. Cassidy not happy with the speed, and Dotteressa's a new leader. Dotteressa rolled around the outside, crossed and went clear by 2.5. This is the order at the 850 metres mark. Dotteressa in charge, 3/4 on Go You Beauty and Spotswood travelling up the centre. Hill of Grace has had no luck. She's out 4 wide now going forward from Coco Cabana. Fly By Night improves around Miss Zoe. Go You Beauty stopped very quickly. Sarwatch had to come around to heels and lost ground there from Glimmers and Tributes. They were followed by Kirkstall Lane and Life Goes On as they near the bend. 450 to run in the Oaks. Hill of Grace 3 wide. Dotteressa the fence and Spotswood the centre. 2 lengths to Fly By Night and Miss Zoe from Coco Cabana. And Tributes coming to the outside, winding up. No Sarwatch at the moment. She's well back. Coco Cabana's got the run at the 250 and race to the lead from Miss Zoe, and she was going great guns. Gay's looking for the big double, and Coco Cabana shot away from Miss Zoe, Tributes and Fly By Night. But Coco Cabana, the casual lies fillies, killing them in the Oaks, and down to the post, Coco Cabana by 3.5 lengths. Tribute second, Miss Zoe third from Fly By Night. Hill of Grace had no luck in the race from Dotteressa, Spotswood, Life Goes On, Kirkstall Lane, Glimmers, and Sarwatch has put in a shocker. She's a distant second last, and a big margin to Go You Beauty, a long and distressed last.
Barna, $18.84, 310 Tributes, Miss Zoe, $2.70. They're all there now. Quinella and Trifecta Dividends are there.
She was just bolting at the 300. It was just a matter of holding up for as long as possible. I could have come out before the turn, and I just said, no, I'll hold her up for one crack at them. And she really dashed when I let her go. She was very impressive.
She's made her way through.
Shane Dye, of course, has pledged publicly many times that he intends to be the greatest Group 1 rider of all time. And he's right on target. Another 2 yesterday. He has only George Moore and Mick Wittman in front of him. And time on his side. He's 33 years old.
Now,
worse than dead.
Hill of Grace?
Made a rush forward before the turn. Graham, she'd raced 3 consecutive Saturdays.
Yeah.
You know, they can still eat up and their blood can check out okay, and you think, oh, they've taken no harm. But sometimes they have. Is that right, Richard?
Event. Race number 7, it's 6 Sunline, 9 over, 1 into Gaze, 2 Slavonic, 6, 9, 1, 2 into Gaze is $5.20. Slavonic 22, 23 Final Fantasy, 17 Brave Prince, Georgie Boy 21, $1.60 Sunline, Scratched 7, Zartella is at $33, number 8, and over $7.20 runners in the mounting yard for the AWA All Age.
Him on screen. It's $1.50 Sunline and $1.10 the place. And they're all set. Lights are on and they've come away in a perfect line. Brave Prince the grey away quickly. Sunline going forward and Georgie Boy on the fence. Over's been ridden aggressively and Slavonic's going up with Zatella.
Good race for the front. Sunline outside Georgie Boy. Overs first of all at the 900 metres point. It's Georgie Boy in front. Sunline chewing steel on the outside second. 3/4 away over. Final Fantasy the centre, and on the fence Brave Prince. Slavonic behind that group. Intergaze travelling well, but he's on the fence with no room to move just at the moment, and still last of all as they come to the Benzatella. Sunline is going up, putting a little bit more pressure on Georgie Boy at the 550. 3/4 over, who's had a dreaded run. Slavonic wide, then Final Fantasy, Brave Prince. Intergaze starting to work into the clear. He's 4 out now, starting his run from Zatella. At the foot of the rise, and quickly Sunline had moved up, and oh so easy, she had cantered to the front now from Georgie Boy. Over her nemesis in the Doncaster giving chase. I think it's going to be a different story today. Charles woken up, or really went for the mare now, and at the 150, Sunline, the world champion mare, is racing away. There are no dangers. Georgie Boy's run a great race from over, but Sunline kills them. Wins 4 lengths on the line. Georgie Boy second, over third. Then Zatella. They were followed by Brave Prince, Slavonic. Well back in the field, Final Fantasy, and can you believe it, Intergaze has come in last. Just a stroll in the park for Sunline. No real handy from a baby, isn't it?
It was today. I mean, it was even easier than we could have hoped, really, you know.
Steve, she looked to go a working gallop.
Yeah, I thought, you know, the first 800 they cut out pretty quick. They've still done a bit of work, and but yeah, she just coasted. I mean, it was enormous.
You know, her forte, and I mean, she has many fortes.
Boy will start in a welter in the near future. Okay, Greg Childs and...
Today the weight variation conditions helped her a lot, and I'm hoping that will help convince some of the judges she deserves to be Horse of the Year.
Yeah, well, that's the burning question now.
Let's get a comment from the boys in Melbourne.
Oh, how can you say anything about her? She's a freak. She's the best. I agree with Greg Childs and Steve McKee. Not that I love Ty the Knot. I think Ty the Knot's a fantastic horse, and he's been winning and winning and winning. But this mare, I believe, races in tougher company, beats better horses most of the time than Ty the Knot does. I think he gets a couple of soft wins every now and again because the standard is not there. He crushes them, but they're not as good as the ones she's beating.
She also beat him in the Cox Plate.
That's right.
Yeah, and she wins in Melbourne, and he tends not to be as dominant down here. So I'd have to go with her, but geez, I'd like to see her without that shocking white bridle on. I hate that. I reckon that looks it's terrible, but there you go.
We're talking about Sunline going to America.
For the first time, and good luck in the Group 1 Australasian Oaks.
Thanks a lot, Simon.
Jeff Noski, folks, we'll be back to wrap up race 6 here at Morphettville.
Okay, thank you for that, Simon. Now they're getting set for the Oaks in Sydney. There's a quick look at the Oaks in Sydney. There's a quick look at the Australasian Oaks at Morphettville in Adelaide. We'll check that a bit later.
Grant Escherzo, the favourite. Vualdior moves in, the Perth filly, second pick. After her great second in the Lakewood Stud Stakes behind Grant Escherzo at Cheltenham. Humaline ready. Forest Express coming up at the gates at Cheltenham for the Lakewood Stud Stakes. Won by Grant Escherzo. Now Siren Songs moves in. They're racing, and Grant Escherzo from the inside jumped okay. Morally out fast with Porto Rocker, Epicure. Deeper out to Lear with Forest Express, Lava Lady. Behind those runners then we had Smites' Rivalry on the inside of Snarbell from Vualdior getting back. Then Glenola. Front in the Schweppes, Australasian Oaks. Leads by a length to Epicure second. Morally third, the inside. And now Williams away from the inside on Grant Escherzo. He's given the Zabil filly every chance in fourth spot. A length and a half, Smites' Relish on the inside of Porto Rocker. Then Forest Express. Vualdior next on the inside as Shazoo takes off around the outside. Tracked up by Lava Lady. Further back, Snarbell. Siren Songs coming into it from Glenola. Then Humaline pulled out deep with also La Zophany. Smites' Rivalry still one of the last. They start to pack up as they run towards the 600-metre mark. On the inside to Lear, now quickly joined by Grant Escherzo, the favourite. She's cruised up 3 deep now to these leaders. Further out on the track was Shazoo. Right behind those runners then was Porto Rocker. Morally dropping out. And further back, Forest Express. They're about to turn. Williams went for home on Grant Escherzo. He gave her a dig in the ribs, but Lear going with her on the inside. 2 or 3 away, Morally. Down the outside, starting to run on strongly now was Shazoo. She's putting in strides with Porto Rocker and Humaline, but Grant Escherzo Ashes A burst away. She's home now. Here comes the fourth Australasian Oaks for Lee Friedman, and the first Group 1 for Craig Williams, I believe. Grand Ashes A wins by 2 3/4. Umalina Mighty run second. Porto Rocker third. Behind those, Valdior making late ground with Siren Songs. Further back, La Zophany. Then Talia. Snarbell next from Forest Express. Glenola. Smites' rivalry.
3, 2, 9, 5 was officially fourth.
Behind those,
12 to 10 favourite, 14 to 1 and 10 to 1. Let's hear now from Craig Williams, who rode the winner, and from Lee.
Yeah, look, she's an awesome filly. She's given me my biggest thrill in racing so far. My first Group 1. I ended up winning on the Group 3 last time, and coming today, all the plans coming out, you know, there's nothing like it. I love winning on the fillies. She's an awesome filly, and she'll really make up to the grade in the spring and hopefully get back on Hill of Grace.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I think she's probably nearly the best one I've had to win the race. She's improved and improved and improved, but we always knew she was good.
Richard, why don't you do what Camarina did last year? Get to Brisbane and win the Derby.
Well, I don't know. I'll leave that one to Lee. Interesting thing that he said, though. He thinks it's the best one to win the race. It did win it with a mare called Mannerism. So he's put a big rap on Grand Ashes, though. But she did do a good job, didn't she, Simon? Yeah. She had the race under control a long way out. And I like the way, when he asked her to accelerate at the top of the straight, she put 3 or 4 lengths on him. Now, Umaline's running home well here out wide, and Umaline missed the race last start. So she might have been a little short the run, Umaline, and she'll be the...
Jim Byrne the Tony Brassel special. Make Mine Magic, Cryptavia, the Kildare Kid Alpine Express, 4, 15, 5, 1 are the ratings. Alpine Express 26, 21, Elite Ted, French Ravens 18, 220 Make Mine Magic, the Kildare Kid 12, 6 out, Centre Force 13, 12 front row number 8, and then Romanza 29, 93 Stony Grove, Poetic Duke, Union Bay and Cryptavia at $8.60 for the 7th, the Courier Alpine Express 27, 6 is out, Centre Force 15, 14 front row number 8. A couple of changes going in there. 36 Romanza, Stony Grove 100.
The last of these go up. Make Mine Magic has had 7 starts for his 6 wins. He was a tragedy beaten here at his previous start, but the horse that beat him, the Kildare Kid's, as honest as the day is long. About to break. Off on the Courier Mail. Alpine Express from the outside was the first to go, and the Kildare Kid began brilliantly, about to run to the lead and head him early. Banyan Bay's racing third with Elite Ted, and Spirit of Eck was on the fence driving through, followed then by Poetic Duke. Cryptavia's got to about midfield with Aflac Centre Force. French Raven on the fence. Make Mine Magic getting a long way back on the outside, followed then by Stony Grove. And back at the tail of the field was Romanza, and front rowers last. To the 900 metres, Ted travelling 3 deep. Then came Poetic Duke and Cryptavia, followed then by French Raven, Aflac. Further back, Centre Force, Make Mine Magic, back about 4th, last and deep. And then came Stony Grove, followed by Romanza, last as front row. 500 to go, coming to the bend, the Kildare Kid, the leader from Alpine Express. Banyan Bay out 3 deep. Elite Ted out 4 deep. Then came Cryptavia. Further back, Poetic Duke, and now Make Mine Magic starting to come into the race. 300 to go, and the Kildare Kid joined by Alpine Express on the outside. Then Banyan Bay, Cryptavia, Elite Ted and Make Mine Magic stoking up. Alpine Express, Banyan Bay, but here's the grey Make Mine Magic. Make Mine Magic after the Kildare Kid, Cryptavia. Cryptavia's got through. Cryptavia, Make Mine Magic. Cryptavia took the lead, and Cryptavia beat Make Mine Magic and the Kildare Kid. Then came behind those Alpine Express, Banyan Bay, Aflac. The next home in the race, Elite Ted, followed by front row Romanza. Poetic Duke has won the money. Number 15, Cryptavia.
Good on you, mate. Okay, pal. Keep up the good work. And weight is right, Doomben. Correct weight on race 7, with Tony Brassel giving you a...
2, the Frank Packer plate. 1, 2 equally. Freemason Crawl ahead of 7, Demiro 4, Cloth of Gold. Freemason is at $3.50, 620 Crawl, Perfect Paradise 640, 540 Cloth of Gold, Getty 11.
Wayne Freemason's the popular pick on the tote. What are you doing?
Man, I can't go past him. I think he's a class horse in the race. Forget his last run in the...
Line cleared in their racing. Disney Dollars stood there, missed it by 3 lengths. Perfect Paradise away quickly. He'll lead easily in the early stages, rushing forward Cloth of Gold. Demiro's going up, and Campamani's very wide. Getty with the red cap travelling forward, and Crawls behind them on the fence. About 2 lengths away, Freemason, given time by Cassidy to find his feet, and 2 lengths to Disney Dollars. Tags the men as they come down the side. 900 metres to go on the Frank Packer, and it's Campermani's made by Disney Dollars. Getty and Freemason's last, and he's 10 off the lead. 650 to run, and Campermani's in charge. Leading by 2.5 on Perfect Paradise, who's done the bulk of the chasing. DeMiro's a length and a half third, and about to be called upon as Cloth of Gold starts his run, but he's under the bat. Crawl sticks to the fence. Freemason comes wide. They were followed by Disney Dollars, and Getty's called it a day. In the straight, Campermani's at the 400 mark, taken on by Perfect Paradise. 2 lengths away, DeMiro and Freemason working into his run, and they were followed by Running On Crawl. It's Perfect Paradise at the 250 in front. He's going strongly now. Freemason starts to reel him in. Freemason loomed up at the 200 mark and raced to the front now. It's Freemason breaking away from Perfect Paradise, then Crawl, but Freemason coming from last at about the 1,000 mark has raced home to win easily. Freemason by 3 lengths on the line to Perfect Paradise. Crawl was third from DeMiro, then Disney Dollars, Campermani's. Cloth of Gold well back, and some
jump in for you, but there they go now. So it's 1-3 Quinella, and Trifecta Dividends are there after the Frank Packer plate. And another winner try. John Hawkes, and there's TJ Smith Stakes. And let's have a look at the runners coming into the mounting yard for that, with King of Acapulco out. Guineas 1, 3 Quality Kingdom, and 10 Shy Hero, all rate 100. Big odds about Shy Hero, and Easy Rocking is on a 97. Guineas 790, 880 Ab Initio, Quality Kingdom 530, 11 Padstow, 5 out, Black Magic 830, Easy Rocking $3, High Rolling is at $19, number 8. And then over the page we go to Catatonic 15, Shy Hero 40, Dantalar $14.
For top 3, Wayne.
7 on top, Easy Rocking to beat 3 Quality Kingdom and 1 Guineas.
$13 race.
Okay, your top 3, Wayne.
7 on top, Easy Rocking to beat 3 Quality Kingdom and 1 Guineas.
they're away. Dantalar fast out. Padstow Easy Rocking going back after the start. Ab Initio High Rolling going forward. Quality Kingdom very wide, not far away. Shy Hero settling. 800 metres to go. Shy Hero's pulled his way to the front, leading 3/4 of a length on Ab Initio. High Rolling's on a limb, one away, Catatonic being passed by Guineas, and wide out on the track is Dantalar from Quality Kingdom. We're followed by Easy Rocking, Black Magic outside of him, and Padstow last as they wheel the bend. 450 to run. Shy Hero led a length on Ab Initio, a length and a half to High Rolling. We're followed by Catatonic, Easy Rocking sticking to the inside, Dantalar wide from Guineas. In the straight, Shy Hero's out full of running on top of the rise. He's burst clear. He leads by 3.5 on High Rolling, Ab Initio, Catatonic. Easy Rocking on the inside, but Shy Hero showing no signs of stopping, as well clear in the TJ Smith. He's 3 lengths on Easy Rocking, High Rolling and Catatonic, and Shy Hero shows his best form today, and he walks in. He wins by 4 lengths to Easy Rocking, third a photo, High Rolling or Catatonic from Guineas, and then Black Magic from Ab Initio. They were followed by Padstow, Dantalar and Quality Kingdom back with the tail enders. Jackson Morris very happy. That'll be his biggest race victory. Pat Webster has entrusted him with this very talented, but also very deceptive racehorse, Shy Hero.
Jackson Morris, that was one of the equal top Sky Raiders too, at $38. $38.20 and $6.90 over Easy Rocking and High Rolling. Dolph 7 beat the Fade 8, Camina 2 market price, 3 Zatilla 7, 8, 2 and 3 of the ratings. Here's the tote call, Ribitov 22, 850 market price, Zatilla 11, 390 Zastov, Marty's Magic 29, 25 prenuptial, beat the Fade 580, 760 Camina number 8. This is the Emancipation Stakes. Beauty Bell 10, Mary McCree 15. Cheer. Now quickly a look at market movers. Zastov 450, 510 beat the Fade. Camina 510, 810 for market price.
The fillies stand well. The gates are back and they're racing. Camina wide out was away quickly. Beat the Fade began well, and Zastov firing through to make a line of 3. Marty's Magic, Zatella's not far away with Ruby Top and Huts in that group as they get going. Come down the side. 900 metres to go on the Emancipation, and the Gold Coast filly Camina with a head on her chest. Led 3/4 on Zastov going closer. 2 lengths away is Beat the Fade. 1.5 is Marty's Magic from moving up Ruby Top. About 2.5 Zatella, then came Hut Prenuptial. Mary McCree, Beauty Bell, Dame Kath, Cheerful and Market Link under the bat last of all. Camina comes past the 600 mark and she's going strongly. Leading a length and a half on, moving up Zastov, 2 lengths Marty's Magic inside Beat the Fade. Then came Ruby Top, Zatella, well back Dame Kath, Mary McCree. Market Links under plenty of punishment as they turn the bend. Camina at the foot of the rise in front by Vampire length and a half on Zastov, now given full bore. Kamina's travelling a little bit the better for the moment. Now Beat the Fade, put in a run, 3 out, and she's claimed Kamina at the 200 mark and 2 lengths to Mary McCree. Beat the Fade had stormed to the front at the 100 mark now from Kamina. Mary McCree's getting home when it's all over, but this big, strong Maroo filly's coming right on Beat the Fade. Beat the Fade beat Mary McCree and Kamina third. Then Zastov, Marty's Magic and Ruby Top from Zatella and Hutt. Beauty Bell, Prenuptial, Dame Kath, Market Link and Cheerful last in. Beat the Fade, the winner. John Marshall, winning double for John Howe for Bart Cummings on this beautiful, big, strong filly. She's built like a draft horse. She's a whopper.
D14, Tony Brassel special. Simon Marshall, I believe you're with $765 reenact. Scotch Shot of Thunder 32, 890 Vampire, 87 Ray Rinker, She's a Pretender 16, and The Legend at $52. In stakes, he's a man that loves a little Champazord too. Terry.
Away, Assertive Lad fairly out. The Legend going back after the start. Away very quickly, Clonmel. He's hunting for the early lead. Shot of Thunder going fast. Pimbledon's not far away, and Vampire going through. Assertive Lad is fifth, one off the fence. On the rail is the filly pushing up. She's a Pretender. 2 lengths to Reenact. He was out of the machine safely today and is showing a lot more speed than on the rail. Then came the Legend and Reed Rinker last. This is the order in the Champagne Stakes at the 900. And Clonmel, the Thunder Gulch 2-year-old engine. Reenact is awkwardly positioned. Second last the fence from Reed Rinker. It's Clonmel with Chris Muntz aboard at the 650, leading the way 2 lengths on Pimbledon. Assertive Lad has travelled on the bit, beautifully placed third, the centre from She's a Pretender. Vampire, Shot of Thunder, then came the Legend. Reed Rinker's well back, and Reenact Stone Motherless last as they turn the bend. 400 metres to go. Clonmel in front by 2 lengths. His stablemate Assertive Lad quickly after him from She's a Pretender. Reed Rinker at Cricket Score Odds is running a race, but Dies riding confidently. Assertive Lad ambled up to Clonmel at the 200 metres mark, and he raced to the front. 2 lengths away, Reed Rinker, but Assertive Lad gained the ascendancy with 75 to run. And this outstanding 2-year-old Assertive Lad is going to do it again. Assertive Lad wins the Champagne from his stablemate Clonmel. Reed Rinker a great run third from Reenact and Shot of Thunder from She's a Pretender. Then came Vampire, Pimbledon and the Legend last in. Professional racehorse, Assertive Lad, 6 Assertive Lad. 6 Group 1 Champagne Stakes to Shane Dye and another biggie to Gay Waterhouse.
1140, Quinella 750, Trifecta 372, Shane Dye, Sydney on the Elizabeth Stakes, 11 Sister and 3 Referral. Intergaze at 850, 11 Adam, Referral 740, 35 Cronus, LA Suez 850, 17 Vitronite, Brave Prince 17, 60 Final Fantasy. Georgie Boy, number 9, is at 880, 790 Bonanova, Gypsy's Daughter 17, Shogun Lodge 890, Higher 570. Race 6. I pose that question again to you. Right. I might pose that question again to you, Matty.
But a horse on the way up, an up-and-comer. Got him.
Gerald Ryan walked past us earlier here, and I asked him what his best runner was today, and he said he might.
The Race of Champions, Shadow, the Queen Elizabeth Stakes, has been won by some of the great horses of the Australian turf. And we've got a couple of fabulous gallopers, here, and I can assure you of one thing: those that backed higher in the Doncaster have more than doubled their bets for the Queen Elizabeth. He has been heavily backed, and this horse who is being aimed possibly towards the Cox Plate, this is possibly his moment of truth. Now there's Intergaze looking for 3 Queen Elizabeths down the line. Brave Prince prancing their away. Bonanova, Shogun Lodge and LA Suez away quickly. Georgie Boy out of the pack, hunting for the front and will lead clearly. Brave Prince is coming across, and Adams now starting to work forward. Cronus wide out, travels up to be 4th, Higher 5th. Intergaze going forward around Gypsy's Daughter. Back second last outside Final Fantasy. Coming up to the 800 metres mark, Georgie Boy's been in front every step of the way. Cronus is a 3/4 of a length away second, and Adams out 3 wide. Brave Prince scrapes paint, then came Intergaze, 1 away Gypsy's Daughter, higher the centre. Coming out wide Vitronite, Shogun Lodge, 1 off the fence, Referral on the rail in the blue colours. Then came LA Suez, Final Fantasy and Bonanova as they bunch up at the 600 in the Queen Elizabeth. And Georgie Boy giving Connections a great sight. Led by over a length on Cronus, 1 away Adam coming wide, Intergaze with his run, then Brave Prince, Referral's getting up on the inside. Higher lost his spot, Adams in front of him. In the straight in the Queen Elizabeth, and Georgie Boy's well clear.
led by 2 lengths on Cronus, Referral, Intergaze, Shogun Lodge and Bonanova from a mile back, sweeping home. Georgie Boy at the 200 mark. He's running the race of his life, Georgie Boy, for John Size. He's clear by 2.5 lengths. Trying hard is Cronus, then came Referral, but Georgie Boy springs an upset and races away with the Queen Elizabeth. Georgie Boy by 2.5. Photo second, Referral or Cronus. LA Suez late from Shogun Lodge. Then Intergaze, Vitronite and Bonanova. No higher, Adam Wellback. Then Gypsy's Daughter, Final Fantasy and Brave Prince last in. Well, what an improved horse he is, Georgie Boy. And outside of Shane Dye, the form rider of Sydney, Len Beasley. Going to the... And this gives John Size probably his greatest victory. He's had group success before. And he's
John Size having a little chat coming back after their success in the Queen Elizabeth Stakes. Georgie Boy 11.53.10, Cronus $7 and Referral 2.90. Quinella and Trifecta dividends are there.
One of Australia's best stayers, Tie the Knot, will be out to create turf history at Randwick tomorrow. Not only is the champion galloper hoping to become the first horse to win 3 Sydney Cups, but if he can triumph, he'll also overtake Octagonal as Australia's greatest stakes winner.
Ratings, Tie the Knot on top with Pravda, numbers 1 and 10 from 6 Pastor Express 8 in my time. Tie the Knot 2.90, 12 Shaskay, the Hind 8.10, 13 Streak, Shoella is out, Pastor Express 59, Yippee-I-O 15, in my time 6.50 Pravda, Steel Phoenix 39, 16 Years Ronnie, South Bend 126.
I mean, to win 2 in a row is a big effort, Wayne, to win 3 other horses, but he won't have any trouble with it.
That's correct, but you know, carrying the 60 kilos, that is a bit of an ask. But the horse looked beautiful going onto the track. I couldn't fault him.
Okay, now there could be one shadow that we will remember for many years. If Tie the Knot can be the first horse ever to win 3 Sydney Cups. The public think so. They're here in their numbers to support this wonderful Sydney champion who really has taken... Gates are back. Shaskay, Steel Phoenix and Regal Touch wide out away quickly, and Pravda began smartly with Pastor Express. Here's Ronnie travelling forward in the early stages and in his times going forward. Settling, Pravda taken on by Here's Ronnie on the fence. Regal Touch straight, and they're working up towards the halfway point in the 1,600 metre mark. And the leader is Here's Ronnie by a length and a half. Steel Phoenix is now second. Stranger head away on the fence and 2 lengths to Regal Touch. Well positioned. Outside of Innie's time, 1.5 to Pravda, who's travelling on the rein. 3, about a length and a half to Tie the Knot. They were followed by Zexabil, Pastor Express. Streak inside of the Hind from South Bend. Asiana, Yippee-I-O, Mr. Prudent. And Shaskay, last of all, 12 lengths covers the Sydney Cup field. Here's a move. Zexabil's moved up to Here's Ronnie. 1,200 metres to go. Here's Ronnie just in front of Zexabil. 2 lengths, Steel Phoenix, Strange fourth defence. Pravda's out 3 wide, Munt starting to go forward around in his time as they come down the side of the track. They were followed by Regal Touch, a length and a half in the field. Tie the Knot. Dye just came away from the rail and Streak went up on his inside as they come down the side. 2 lengths away, Asiana, then came the Hind. 2.5 to South Bend, Yippee-I-O, then Mr. Prudent. And Shaskay is a long way back as they come past the 800 metres mark. Here's Ronnie is giving himself a great side in front. He leads the way by a length and a half on Zexabil. Strange on the inside. Steel Phoenix going up is Regal Touch, Pravda wide. A length and a half in the field to Tie the Knot travelling behind those. Streak went up on his inside. 2 lengths Pastor Express in his time, then the Hind. They were followed by Asiana, well back Mr. Prudent and Shaskay, Yippee-I-O and South Bend as they turn the bend in the straight in the Sydney Cup. And here's Ronnie is running a great race. He's out full of running, leading 2 lengths on Zexabil and Strange. Streak's getting into the clear. Tie the Nuts under the bat, but he's coming home well, and Shaskay is coming with a withering burst. Shaskay out under the arches has moved up now to Streak. Streak in front. Shaskay's drawn level. Beatman on the inside and King on the inside of him now with Streak. It's Streak and Shaskay. Shaskay and Streak. Streak's in front. King throwing everything at him. Shaskay lunged, but he couldn't pick him up, and Streak won the Sydney Cup. Streak's won it from Shaskay. Here's Ronnie was 5 away third from Mr. Prudent, Zexabil and Yippee-I-O from South Bend. Tie the Knot couldn't come on under the big weight. They were followed behind those by Regal Touch, the Hind, Strange, Steel Phoenix, Pastor Express, Asiana and Pravda, and in his time a long, long last. Stephen King and Streak and Robert Smurden have won the Sydney Cup. And in the process have landed a rally of very big bets. Overall time for the Sydney Cup is 3:30.36. Apollo 11 and Just a Dance are the record holders at 3:19, so they're about 11.36 seconds outside of that record.
and has taken the Sydney Cup. A 5-year-old bay gelding by Hugh Matilla.
Back to the Derby. Tony Brassel has Mowgli as special. Paul Gatt aboard, race 6, number 3. Diatribe is the top raider. Number 1 from 7, Ebony Honor, 3, Mowgli, and 4, Teddy Bear. Diatribe 260, 18, Shore Blue, Mowgli 15, 12, Teddy. Happy Festival 50, 57, Hidden Claws, Don Arch 38, Condy's Fair 40, and Voile Dior $7.90.
Thanks very much. Keeping my fingers crossed that he can do the right thing.
Shocking luck here for Connection. Scratched at the gates, Teddy Bear. Light, they're racing. Racing in the Malaysia Airlines SA Derby, and towards the inside, Blue Murder out okay with Southern Supreme. Out fast with Stowaway. He's going forward with Don Arch and Valdior going forward. Ebony Honor's going to be a lot closer today from Hidden Claws. Then Smites' Defence. Shore Blue one off the inside. Mowgli next the inside. Diatribes of all. They've got 1,200 metres left to run, and now Valdior went through to take the lead. So the filly back in front again. Valdior, and she's allowed to roll in front now by Noski. Valdior led at the inside. Smites' Defence from Shore Blue. Nikolic still held up in traffic here on Diatribe. Then Mowgli. Narcissism next from Mr. Nelson. Condy's Fair and Happy Festival last of all at the 800. Valdior, she's making a bold bid for victory, just as she did in the WA Derby. She shot away at the 700 metre mark and led by 4. Blue Murder the first to come out of the pack and give chase. Then Stowaway. Ebony Honor starting to make ground. Southern Supreme next the inside from Don Arch. Shore Blue starting to run on. Nikolic now getting to the outside on Diatribe, but he must be nearly 8 lengths off the leader up to the bend at the 400. About to straighten. Valdior turns for home a length in front, but Blue Murder's about to lay down the challenge. 4 or 5 away, Ebony Honor. Wider out Shore Blue, then Southern Supreme. Diatribe not in the race. At the 200, Valdior tackled now by Blue Murder. Cliffy Brown looking for his third South Australian Derby, and Blue Murder burst away from Valdior. Mr. Nelson late with Shore Blue and Ebony Honor. This is getting tired, Blue Murder, but it's got a big break, and Cliffy Brown wins the South Australian Derby again. Blue Murder wins by a couple to Mr. Nelson second, Valdior third, Ebony Honor fourth. Shore Blue fifth, then Narcissism. A gap to Smites' Defence. Behind those Southern Supreme, Diatribe never came into it. Then Stowaway, Don Arch, Mowgli, Happy Festival, and a long break to the last couple, Condy's Fair, and back with it. Hit
The gods, though. Well, there you go, 14-8-16. Not a good result for punters by any shape, none of us, but however, there you go. Good day.
Had a fair bit of an...
About 4 Kiwi Hero and 7 So Precise, ahead of 10 Chiron and 5 La Zagaletta. Here's the tote call, Vitaman, Pleasure Giver. Kiwi Hero 780, 430 La Zagaletta, City Fair 21, good feel this. $3 So Precise, Super Espion $40, number 8. Vason Lee 15.10 Chiron, Typhoon Barney, Michael Lucian $89 for the Sir Bernhardt Stakes.
Race 5, the Sir Bernhardt Stakes, and this is at weight for age, Group 2. And they're off on the Sir Bernhardt. Typhoon Barney near the inside, out only fairly. Pleasure Giver and La Zagaletta are back near last with Chiron on settling down. And when they link up with the course proper, Super Espion goes to the lead from So Precise. And there goes Kiwi Hero. He's 3 deep to join those leaders. Kiwi hit the front. It's Kiwi Hero in front, a length over So Precise, and Super Espion third on the inside of City Fair. A length and a half to Nawong on the inside of Vitaman, Confiscate midfield. Then Typhoon Barney on the inside of La Zagaletta, followed by Miss Lucian. And then came Pleasure Giver, Vason Lee, and Chiron sees a lot of them. On the bend, 450 metres to go. And Kiwi Hero first around the bend, ahead to So Precise. City Fair pull to the outside, then Super Espion, Nawong, Vitaman, Confiscate, Typhoon Barney, and then La Zagaletta, and Chiron's coming through the field. He's a long way back, but he's coming pretty quickly at the 200. So Precise just in front of Kiwi Hero, City Fair. Here's Chiron on the outside. He's coming quickly now. City Fair hit the front. Chiron after City Fair. Nawong through on the fence. Chiron on the outside took a narrow lead close to home. Chiron beat Nawong. Third home, City Fair. Then Pleasure Giver, Typhoon Barney. The next time, Confiscate, So Precise, La Zagaletta. Then came Vason Lee, Kiwi Hero, knocked up in the straight. Number 10, the winner, Chiron, ridden by Opie Bosson, came from Stone Motherless last. 8:22.70. A little Nawong, you see him sneak along the fence when no one was looking at him. He's run second, 13. For the compliment.
Not at all. He picked that. It was back in the ruck and coming between runners, but he just knew it was going to be in the finish. And special from Tony. It's 7, 1, 14 and 4 the ratings. Evaluate Fairway, the Golden Dane, Make Mine Magic. Fairway is 322 out, 37 Otis-Gay, Make Mine Magic 540, 35 Arcanart, Mr. Esteem 24, 580 Evaluate Startel 21. 1 out in Adelaide. The others are headed by Cryptavia 790. Let's take in our team 25. Or 680 Make Mine Magic, Arcanart 34, 24 Mr. Esteem 78, 23 PlayStation, Magnifier 12, Our German Street 23, 22 now, Animate 111, 14 the Golden Dane. Cryptavia is at $11 for the 6th.
Amazing record, and it'll be an effort and a half, not only from the horse, but from his trainer, Jack Denham, if he can bring the horse back from the 1.5 miles at Randwick to win here today. But you never... Now, looks as though they might... The light goes on. Often racing in the Queensland Guineas, it was a great start. Value 8 near the inside, and Akhenaten now. Jamin Street with the best out. Cryptavia, Mr. Esteem and the Golden Dane not far away. Otis-Gay and Animate rushing forward. Now Fairway's back in the middle of the field shortly after the break with the midfield. 2 to Fairway's got a long way back the top weight. He's back on the outside at Talicio, followed by Startel, PlayStation and Magnifier as last. The Guineas has run at a frantic pace, 7.50 to go. Animate on the inside of Mr. Esteem led 1.5. Akhenaten, Our Jamin Street, 4th offence, 1 to Value 8 inside Otis-Gay. A length the Golden Dane, Cryptavia, there goes Fairway going forward. Then Make Mine Magic, Talicio near the fence, Startel, PlayStation and last is Magnifier. Around the bend, 4.50 to go. Animate and Mr. Esteem led together. The Golden Dane, and here's Akhenaten on the outside. Cryptavia's on the fence. Then came wider out Make Mine Magic, sprinting quickly, and Fairway's going with him at the 200 metres mark. There's not a lot of room. Make Mine Magic and Fairway have burst up. The Golden Dane's going through in the middle. Make Mine Magic and Fairway from the Golden Dane. Magnifier late. Fairway's just in front of Make Mine Magic. Magnifier is flying at Fairway. Magnifier got level. He got up and won the Guineas. Magnifier got up to beat Fairway. Third's a photo, Startel or Make Mine Magic and the Golden Dane in line. Then Value 8 and Akhenaten, followed by Mr. Esteem, Cryptavia, PlayStation, Talicio, Otis-Gay, Our Jamin Street and Animators last of all. Magnifier has come from last on the home turn, as Chiron did in the previous race to the Bernhardt, to win the Guineas. 11 Magnifier.
Thank you. What a run. What a run. Truly run by the runner-up, Fairway, but Magnified, last to first. I think can come from the tail of the field today. We're going about to take you back.
I thought referral at 2,000 metres was a bit of a risk.
Mile door,
2,000 metres was a bit of a risk.
Mile door, Porter Rocker. 1, 2, 3, 5. It's Coca Cabana 380, 330 Yuma Line, Wild Dior $6, 27 Smicer's Rivalry, Porter Rocker 970. Songs out, Glenola 24, 11 4 Far, Tycoon's Goal 50.
10 and 8. Let's get it on.
Number 10 you threw in there. What was that? Glenola at a bit of odds.
Yeah. Auto Rocker will complete the line, and they'll be set for a start. They're racing, and Coco Cabana jumped out beautifully. The favourite, Talir, was away fast with Valdior, Madame Plume going forward. So was Morali, Classic Coup behind those with Yuma Line. On her inside was Tycoon's Gold. Then the Grey Smites' Rivalry from her stablemate Glenola. The Kiwi 4 Far, and a length and a half to Porto Rocker. And her rider could not shoot the leader with a gun. She's that far in front, Valdior. As they run towards the 1,500 metre mark, and Valdior giving a dashing display, the Perth filly. She's 8 or 10 in front of Coco Cabana second. A length and a half to Madame Plume third. A length and a half to Valdior. Has given a dashing display here. Daring Tactics by Jeff Noski leads by 6 to Coco Cabana. The favourite forced to do the chasing here. A length away, Madame Plume third. A length and a half to Talir. Then Morali. Die starting to improve now on Yuma Line. Next, the inside Classic Coup from Smites' Rivalry. Also making some ground now. We had Porto Rocker. Further back then to Tycoon's Gold, pulling out deep now Glenola. 4 Far last of all. They've got to this leader very quickly, Valdior, at the 600-metre mark, and the Grey Smites' rivalry went up to get on terms. Coco Cabana back to third, Madame Plume her outside. Die Hard at work on Humaline. Then Porto Rocker, she's run right up behind them on the inside. Talia was next for Maura Lee, then Glenola. Far, Tycoon's Golden Classic Coup. They turn Voile d'Or. She's getting her second wind. She's a length and a half in front. Coco Cabana out at exactly the right time. Porto Rocker nearer the inside. Humaline the widest runner from Talia. But Voile d'Or kicked to the 200. Oh, what a ride this has been. What a performance this has been by this filly. Voile d'Or charging away from Madame Plume. Coco Cabana and Porto Rocker, and was that a win? Voile d'Or. She won by 5 or 6. She could have got another lap. Voile d'Or in the Vinery, Australia Oaks has bolted in. Madame Plume second. Coco Cabana third. Porto Rocker fourth. Then Smites' rivalry. Classic Coup next with Humaline, Glenola. Tycoon's Gold, Talia, Maura Lee, and Fast to pull up. Gee, what a win. What a win.
Absolutely wrapped. It was a big risk to... No race!
Did they, mate?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there you go. Payback's a beauty, isn't it, today?
Thanks,
hello to
mate.
that
Good
phone.
on you.
Good on you. You're a character.
Top from Rancho Spark, 5 Mastic and 15 Perak Gold. El Murada, number 1, is at 5.10, 36 a point. Sahiro, 23, 10 St Clemens Bell. Mastic at 5.70. Rain Dance Lady is at $10. Aptip Spark at 6.80. 11 is out. Strident, 13. Scratched, 13. Nobility.
Here in Adelaide, our premier sprint event. This is the Nature Vet Goodwood Handicap. There's the light. The gates crash back, they're racing, and French Clock, last year's winner, was one of the best to begin. Showing good speed in the early stages was a point. Rain Dance Lady was prominent, and pushing through nearer the inside was St Clemens Bell, and Rancho Sparks in that leading group as Stick Perak Gold. Go with the Flow was second last, and a length and a half to Accuse last of all as they move up towards the 600-metre mark in the Nature Vet Goodwood Handicap. And Rain Dance Lady went through on the inside now to take over. Leads from St Clemens Bell and Rancho Spark. Right behind those Accused with Perak Gold, which has made ground from El Murada. Nobility off the track. Behind those runners in as we're about to turn was Mastic, now getting into the clear, then Manor Mars, and further back Go with the Flow. French Clock not in the race nor Accused, but Rain Dance Lady hard up against the inside lead. Perak Gold after it. Strident starting to join in, a Mastic right down the outside. Mastic down the outside now moves up the Rain Dance Lady. Strident making ground with Zahiro. Mastic in front of Zahiro and Strident. Tony Vassell will win his first Group 1. Mastic for Aaron Spiteri. Mastic wins the Nature Vet Goodwood Handicap. Zahiro second, Strident third. Behind those Rain Dance Lady. Then Go with the Flow. El Murada was next. From Accuse and a point together. Then Perak Gold. Well back Manor Mars with French Clocks and Clemens Bell.
Later I knew he had a good win in him. I just probably didn't know exactly when or where, but leading into this race with the rain and all that, I thought today might have been the day, and he's done us proud.
Everything gelled. I want to ask your thoughts.
Great ride, yeah. He actually rode the horse in the Caulfield Cup, so yeah, it's great for him to partner the horse. So, yeah.
Fantastic results, Tony. Go and enjoy, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Aaron Spiteri there. He's just jumped off the horse and done something sensational for the crowd here. Love to see that. Very much elated, Shadow. We'll head back to you at this point of time.
Big run.
Yeah, it's great for him to partner the horse. So,
yeah. Fantastic results, Tony. Go and enjoy, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Aaron Spiteri there. He's just jumped off the horse and done something sensational for the crowd here. Love to see that. Very much elated, Shadow. We'll head back to you at this point of time.
Big run, and Strident the same. 440. Quinella and Trifecta dividends are there. Protest still on at...
Righto, 32 to 10 favourite, 30 to 1 and 12 to 1. It was a Group 1 first for jockey and trainer. We're going to... because he performed something as he comes back to scale that would make Frankie Dettori's world-famous star jump look like an old-time waltz.
Congratulations first off, winning your first Group 1 race on Mastic. What about this backflip, mate? We wouldn't even dreamed of seeing this, particularly off a horse, and landed.
I had it in my mind for a while, don't worry about that. I thought for my first Group 1, I'd do that dismount, and you know, it didn't land on my head.
Well, and we've never doubted his athletic ability, and he's just proved it here. But as a rider, he was apprenticed to John Marr, and he always had to walk in the shadow a little bit of Brett Preble. Yeah. And I think I may have said at some stage that I thought that Mastic was just off the top sprinters. Well, you can be just off the top sprinters and win a Goodwood, because really that probably wasn't the best Group 1 field of the year, but a good job that he did it, and he beat them.
$7.90, Black Bean $5, $6 Mr. Innocent, Arimathea $49, $48 Kiwi Hero, Verino $55, $2.10 Falvalon, Commands $11, and this is the Carlton Cup. As we go over the page to the others, Alpine Express $40 and Staging $17.
Coming up here, this is the Carlton Cup at Group 2 level at standard weight for age, and these runners about to move up into the barrier stools. And the favourite here is Falvalon. What a great record he's got, Falvalon. He's had the 10 starts, 7 wins and 3 placings, and his only defeats have come in the big 3 Group 1s. He ran second to Testarossa in the Lightning. He ran second to Sports in the Oakley Plate, and third to Miss Penny Money in Black Bean in the VRC Newmarket. And they're off and racing, and Falvalon bounded out of the gate from the outside, and look at him go. Falvalon's hit the ground running. Alpine Express is chasing hard to go to seconds in command at the 750 metres mark, and Falvalon is the leader. A half to Alpine Express. Racing third, Mr. Innocent, followed then by Toledo on the fence. Commands is out 3 deep. A length away, Kiwi Hero staging the rail, followed by Verino, and together last, Black Bean on the inside of Arimathea. At the 500 metres mark, coming to the bend, and Falvalon held together the leader. Ahead to Alpine Express. Toledo's on the rails, running third, followed then by Commands and Mr. Innocent as they turn. Falvalon cut loose at the 300 metres mark. He got away from Alpine Express. Then Toledo. Commands can't get into the clear. Mr. Innocent next, and then came staging from a long way back, but Falvalon's a mile in front at the 100 metres mark. It's all over. Falvalon's well clear. They're rushing everywhere for the placings, including Mr. Innocent, Toledo and staging, but it's Falvalon. Falvalon bolted in from either Toledo, Mr. Innocent or staging. Can't sort out the minors. Then Alpine Express, Verino. Commands had no luck. And then Arimathea. Black Bean has run off the track going past the post. He never got on the call, and last time was Kiwi Hero. Oh, he was devastating today. Absolutely devastating.
And with the horses drawn on his inside, unless they done something out of the ordinary, is always going to race that way.
It's quite likely now that he's going to take the mantle over from the Chief.
Well, you know, Chief's a good horse, but you know, he's going well, this horse.
He's done everything for you, hasn't he, Dan? Done everything for you, hasn't he, Dan?
Events are available. Big race to the...
Yeah, it was a quick day's racing, if you're an admirer of Falvalon.
Yeah.
You know, he was devastating yesterday. I think we've got to keep something in a little bit perspective here, that even though he did give them a bit of a carve up yesterday, the track did suit front runners. They didn't put any pressure on him. He scooted home in 33-something his last 600 metres. You know, he's a top horse, and you just can't sort of sit back and give him a race. And if they do that in 2 weeks' time in the Doomben 10,000, well, he'll just win again. But when you get to the Doomben 10,000, it is a different sort of race. And we're to take the place getters and the horses behind the place getters. A couple had no luck. Black Bean was out of luck. Commands couldn't get a go at them. Mr. Innocent and staging and Toledo's runs were good. But
For race 8, it's the feature of the afternoon, the Group 1 smoke-free Adelaide Cup to be run over the Melbourne Cup journey of 3,200 metres. It's worth $300.
Close for jockeys and in with the stewards. Simon, what's happening?
Yes, Graham, unfortunately, folks, after race 7 here, Catlar did suffer a heart attack in some way, shape or form. Anyway, unfortunately, the horse has passed away. Now, all jockeys were summoned to the stewards' room. I know that Damien Oliver, Darren Gauci, Dwayne Dunn and Danny Nikolic and the chief steward, Mr. Tom Hales, will walk the track because they're worried in 2 positions at Morphettville here. Going out of the straight, the problem areas are out of the straight the first time on the bend, and of course the crossing of the 2,000 metres, folks. You see Danny Nikolic there and also Damien Oliver together in those Royal Caliph colours and Frenzell Rom. You can see the dip of Damien Oliver and Danny Nikolic and Shane Dye. They're not racing, Graham, simple as that. Due to the state of the track, it is unsafe. And
so the jockeys will not ride?
They will not ride on it.
Is there an official on that room? But we have Simon Price and Damien Oliver with us. The meeting's off. I think it's just been announced.
It has just been announced.
Off. Simon, I might ask...
Have you ever seen a track probably in worse estate run with a meeting run on it?
Probably not, you know, and as Simon stated, that last shower rain that we had, with the holes created already in the track, they've now filled up with water, and it's just made it dangerous.
Now
how dangerous it is out there?
Yeah,
it really is dangerous.
Here we go. Set this time. Racing, Shogun Lodge began nicely. Sarek fast away. Indigo's began okay. Zatella going forward on the outside. Creme de Honor began smartly, going up to be fourth on the outside of Indigaze. LA Suez slipping over towards the rails in the early part. Vitaman and Josh Sticks both a little wide. Integrators getting back, and Chiron's last of all. Going up towards the 1,000, and the leader here, it's Creme de Honor, just given a slap down the shoulder by David Walsh to get her mind on the job. She shows the way. Creme de Honor by a length and a half on Surek. Shogun Lodge is going sweetly. He's a length away third on the inside of Vitaman, who's caught a little bit deep. Zatella in the centre. LA Suez is next on the rails, following up behind Shogun Lodge. A half length then to Indigaze, followed by Integrate, then Chiron, and Josh Sticks is last of all. Approaching the home turn, 650 metres to go. Creme de Honor just pushed along in front, leads by a neck on Surek. Vitaman is going up three deep to tackle them. There goes Indigaze. He's taking off around the field. Now Shogun Lodge, he's bailed up behind them on the rails, looking for the way clear. Zatella's next in the centre, and then LA Suez. Integrate coming to the extreme outside with Josh Sticks, and then Chiron. They're well in the straight now, 300 metres to go, and here comes the run for Shogun Lodge. He pounced on them quickly. 200 metres to go. Shogun Lodge has gone to the lead. Integrate is chasing, and Chiron is flying home on the outside. Shogun Lodge is in front. It's Shogun Lodge a half length in front of Integrate. Integrate can't get to Shogun Lodge. Shogun Lodge first, Integrate second, tight third, Chiron or LA Suez. Followed in by Josh Sticks. The next one home was Integaze. Further back in the field, then Creme de Honor, Surek, Zatella, and Vitamin, the last one over the line.
Aboard is the special, and the ratings are as follows. It's 2 Royal Caliph, 8 Behemoth, 9 Lady Elsie, 11 Oxford Dollar, all on 100. And the market for the Cup reads this way. Skybow 14, 13 Royal Caliph, Friends of Rom 12, 18 Jamestown, 5 outs, Prince Dandan 43, Sky Trist 860, 630 Behemoth as they move over to Caulfield. And then we've got Lady Elsie 10, 680 Luna Tudor, Oxford Dollar 13, 21 Ultra.
This kind of money. $645,000 in the win pool on the Adelaide Cup. It wouldn't have been within a bull's roar of that had the race been run in its original time slot at Morfettville. Skybow $15, Royal Caliph Behemoth $640. Darren Gauchi on Behemoth. Lady Elsie $970, Luna Tudor $740. Go down to
just about right. There's the light. Racing in the Cup. And towards the inside, Ultra Smug was one of the fastest out. Luna Tudor out well with Jamestown. Oxford Dollar going forward in the early stages with also Karazi a bit closer today. Zabuan heading up towards the lead with Prince Dandan. Babetto was out very deep going forward, and so was the Freedman trained mare Sky Trist. As they move down towards the 400-metre mark on the first round, Ultra Smug up against the inside is one of the leaders with Jamestown and Prince Dandan, and wider out Sky Trist. Babetto right behind those with Zabel. Smites' Rivalry the grey. She was next, tucked away on the inside of Behemoth. Then Frenzal Rum. Behind it, Royal Caliph with Sky Bow. And Lady Elsie was last of all. They're about to work out to the far section of the track now with about 1,300 metres to travel, and still Prince Dandan defies them. Leads by a neck to Zabuan, moving up second on the Razi's now starting to improve as well. Further back in the field, then we had Oxford Dollar. He's tucked away on the inside of Jamestown, starting to lose some ground from Majestic Avenue. Then Smites' Rivalry. Gauchi getting to the outside now on Behemoth from Frenzal Rom. Royal Caliph was still well back with Lady Elsie, and Skybow is last for home as they're about the wheel at the 600-metre mark. And Prince Dandan brings them into the home straight, leading narrowly from Zabuan the outside. Karazi moving up 3 deep. Starting to join in quickly now was Majestic Avenue. Behind those, Frenzal Rom saved ground near the inside. Sky Trist not doing much. Behemoth starting to join in now for the Gouch with a big run. And Lady Elsie right down the outside, but Behemoth moved up to Majestic Avenue at the 300. Karazi still there. Then Ultra Smug, Lady Elsie and Royal Caliph, but Behemoth for Gauchi broke clear in the Cup. Got a length in front of Karazi, Majestic Avenue. Then Ultra Smug, Oxford Dollar late, but Behemoth's home for the Gouch. And Behemoth wins the Cup. Behemoth first, Oxford Dollar dive through, probably got second. Karazi close up though with Majestic Avenue, and wider out Ultra Smug as they race behind the tower. They're about to come back into view. Behind those runners then we had back nearer the inside, pulling up quickly after the line, Prince Dandan, but he ran a cheeky race in front from Frenzal Rom. Then Royal
Streak by the same sire as Behemoth, Umatilla. Now Umatilla was a sprinter. And here he is getting an Adelaide Cup winner and a Sydney Cup winner, if I'm correct. I'm sure Streak is also by Umatilla, which adds to this unique winning double by Robert Smurden. Bohemoth Darren Gauchi, 650 and 260. Karachi, 540. Oxford $4. Quinella, winner of the AJC Australian Derby. Magnifier and Giovanna, the New Zealand filly, all on 100. But the tote favourite is Fairway, $1.80. Now, Freemason, $9.60. Magnifier, $8. 4, Make Mine Magic, $10. 5, Star, $138. And 11, Giovanna, who has a big pull in the way.
Has now been led up into the barrier stalls for the running of the Grand Prix Stakes. Just looking at the horses that have won post, in fact, and they're racing, and Fairway came out pretty well in the middle of the line. Make Mine Magic from the outside's going quickly, and so is the sledge near the fence. On settling down, Make Mine Magic crossed them easily and led. The sledge got to second, Fairway third. Giovanna's a little bit deep going out of the straight from Mr. Slips up on the inside. A length further back is Argentoy with Startel. Magnify near the fence second last. And last of all is Pray Do. They're on the side, 950 metres to go. Hardy Shah in the middle. A length away, Magnifier on the inside. A Startel and Argentoy and Pray Do whips them in as the Grand Prix field goes over the crossing and approach the corner where Fairway led a neck to City Best. Giovanna's out 3 deep. Make My Magic on the rail. There's Freemason cutting loose, followed by the sledge, and Magnifier is called upon from Startel. In the straight, and the leader is Fairway. Make Mine Magic getting off the fence. Freemason sprinting quickly with Giovanna on the outside. It's a real race at the 200 where Freemason and Make Mine Magic have beaten off Fairway. Make Mine Magic the leader. Freemason trying hard the outside, but it's the grey Make Mine Magic in front. Freemason trying hard to pick him up, but Make Mine Magic in front, and Make Mine Magic wins the Grand Prix from Freemason. I'm not sure about third. It's either Fairway or Giovanna, then Magnify. The next time in the race, then City Best, Mr. Nardi Shah, followed by Startel, Pray Do. And back at the tail was the sledge and Argentoyas last of all, and the little grey from the Gold Coast. Make Mine Magic wins the Grand Prix.
I thought this is a reversal of tactics here, because with Make Mine Magic, he's been getting too far back in his races, having too much to do.
Luck. Alan, what'd you make of Magnifier? He just seemed to plod, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he just didn't stay the trip, either did Startel. I think there's two things to look at the Grand Prix. The runs of Freemason and Fairway. When you consider that Fairway had 58, Freemason 57, and the winner had 53. So the runs of the second and third horses were very good. And if the connections decide to pay a late fee to run the horse, that's Make Mine Magic in the Derby. He wasn't entered in the Derby because Alan Bailey wasn't sure he could stay the trip. Now, he has to meet those horses at level weight. John and Graham, even go, you know, when you consider Freemason, like he's a winner of the Packer Plate, his form in Melbourne was good. He ran second in the Rosehill Guineas. You know, it was a very good field yesterday. And Fairway to come back in the Derby to set weights is, you know, it's certainly going to make the Derby a more interesting affair. But at the end of the day, a daring ride, luck and running, good smother, turn of foot, the pull in the weights, at the end of the day, it was Make Mine Magic stay. But even going back far, the run of the race was Giovanna, the filly. I know she had no weight, but how's she going to be in the Oaks in 2 weeks' time when she comes back against her own sex? She's going to be pretty hard to stop.
And isn't she a good look?
Let's
have a look for the Treasury Casino Doomben 10,000, and Tony Brassel is very keen on what the ratings, how they see it. Testarossa over Falvalon, they cannot separate. 10, 11, 12, Black Bean for fourth, number 3. Repeating the track, upgraded to dead. Guinea 73, 2 out. Black Bean 970, Mr. Innocent 830, 136, 139 Confiscate. City Fair 44, 54 So Precise. Go Flash Go $41, number 8. Over the page to 9. And that is Palladium Star 840, 790 Testarossa, over 11, 370 Falvalon, Easy Rocking 12, 25 Commands. Staging at 10, Bonanova $21 for race 7, the Treasury Casino.
He struggled a little bit, but he's starting to get on the good quality horses now, and you know, once everything's good. If I get shaky, the horse gets shaky, so everything's fine.
You're a true horseman. Good luck, mate. Thanks for talking to us. Enjoy.
I thought Over looked well. Ronnie Quinton's horse looked well. 13, easy.
Valvalon's got barrier 2, and they're racing. Palladium Star off the inside, a shade slow. Out wide, Mr. Innocent, one of the best to begin. Commands began brilliantly, and Valvalon is driving through to be one of the leaders. Testaros is not far away, and City Fair's going quickly. On settling down, it's Valvalon inside City Fair. As Bonanova to the 700 metres mark, they run, and Commands is the leader. Valvalon is second, City Fair third, Guineas fourth on the inside. Then Testarossa in a close fifth. Go Flash, go travelling deep. On the rails, Palladium Star, followed by Staging Over, Mr. Innocent, Easy Rocking, Black Bean, and then came Confiscate, So Precise, and Bonanova. Around the bend, 350 to go. Commands joined by Valvalon. City Fair on the outside. Testarossa under pressure, followed by Guineas. Go Flash, go, and wider out of Staging. Valvalon hit the front, coming to the 200. Command second, followed by City Fair, and now Mr. Innocent and Staging. Valvalon is the leader. Mr. Innocent is absolutely flying. Look at Easy Rocking, but Mr. Innocent took the lead from Easy Rocking close to home, and Mr. Innocent won the 10,000. Easy Rocking second, third Valvalon, then Black Bean. Command followed by City Fair over Bonanova. The next home was Staging. They're followed by So Precise, Go Flash, Go Confiscate, Guineas, Palladium Star, and the champ Testarossa. He's obviously not over the virus. He's pulled up at the tail of the field. A minute to the front on the straight, and he looked the winner, but Mr. Innocent, the Doomben specialist, he is a wizard here at Doomben. He has had 8 starts here for 5 wins and a second, and 4 of those 5 wins have been over 1,350 metres, the distance of the race today.
Boy, the wonderful Mr. Innocent, 872.40. What a run by Easy Rocking. Darren Beedman at $4, and Valvalon gallant in defeat 2 at $1.70. Quinella 46.50. Trifecta $288.
City Fair over.
29 starts, 12 wins, 3 seconds, 1 third, and about $1.2 million for a $5,000 purchase at the QBBS sale of his year. Mr. Innocent at 13-2, 10-1 Easy Rocking, and 9-4 favourite Valvalon. Well,
Now about the way the track was racing, in that your horse gets back in the field and the track was favouring horses that were on
Richard,
the pace.
we did want to ride him up closer, but he said he couldn't be any closer, so it worried us a bit, but still, he's a great little horse.
And what a tremendous thrill.
It's the Rough Habit plates. 1 Star Tell, 6 Kin Court equal top raters from 9 and 4. Star Tell is at 9.40, 9.50. Telesio Lord Allen on 50, 4.70 PlayStation. Animate 42, 14 Kin Court, Bear Raid 59, Valiant Road 70, just about set Warwick Farm. Number 9, and we'll now take you to Alan Thomas.
Righto, Graham, yeah, this is the live wire bar, Rough Habit plate. And the live wire bar is at the early 90s. Now, figure of a race. Borelli lost the rein the other day at Eagle Farm. Figuron could have run in the Doomben Roses, but her trainer, Kay Lane, thought this race off the inside was one of the first to come out of the gates, and Borelli began okay. So did PlayStation, Zulu Zeal, the sledge going forward with Figuron, and Lord Alanon's coming down the extreme outside. At the line the first time, and Lord Alanon has reached the lead. Animate's going up deep. Borelli's going to box seat third inside of Maguire, and then came City Habit, Kin Court, Bear Raid, and Aflac as last of all. 500 metres to go. Lord Alanon and Figurant led. Talisio's going up on the fences. Lord Alanon left it. What a glorious run he's getting, Talisio. Borelli fourth. Mr. Nardi Shara now. PlayStation puts itself in the race. Around the bend, and Talisio at the inside running, and Lord Alanon led. Then Figurant, PlayStation getting into the clear. Then came Borelli and Valiant Road on the grey. Star Tell, Talisio in front past the 200. Star Tell's getting off the fence from PlayStation, and City Habit ran out of room. PlayStation, Star Tell and Kin Court and Valiant Road and Bear Raid, but Kin Court raced up. Kin Court took the lead, and Kin Court has won from a photo between Valiant Road, Bear Raid, and inches away City Habit and Star Tell. Then Borelli, followed by PlayStation, Zulu Zeal, Figurant, and then came Talisio, Lord Alanon, Maguire, Aflac, Mr. Nardi Shah, and last time was the Sledge Bar 1, Animate. Number 8, Valiant Road, 1990. Quinella's paid $545.10, and the trifecta, $15,100 and $58.20.
He found a way through the field.
Gee, they were tight there in the straight, weren't they?
Well, this horse hasn't been far behind the good horses like Fairways and Shogun Lodge. Both times he finished 3 lengths behind Shogun Lodge, about 2 lengths behind Fairways. So, but we'll go right to the Derby with him now. I'm very thrilled with him. Very, very thrilled.
Fine, wasn't it? He pricked his ears, I think.
He won like he did at Randwick.
Yeah.
When he won at Randwick.
Mate,
very pleased.
You're not feeling as though you were a bit premature pulling the other bloke out of the cup?
Not in the least. Not
no
in my.
misgivings?
I would have sent that horse around in the Doomben Cup, not knowing he could win or not win.
In the Rough Habit Plate, he's the only horse that came virtually on the day who came from a long way back in the field and came reasonably wide on the track. Now that sort of defied the pattern of racing on the day, but there was a lot of pace in that race early. They did sort of.
But there's always one on the day, isn't there?
There's always one.
Like Palladium Star the other day at Doomben.
Very keen on Integrate. Opie Boston aboard. Race 9, number 7, Integrate with Opie Boston aboard. And let's have a look at the ratings. 11, Freemason. 7, Integrate. 1, Cronus. And 2, Joss Sticks. 11, 7, 1, 2. Here's the tote call. It shows that for the Treasury Casino Doomben Cup, Cronus at $6.40, $10, Joss Sticks, LA Suez $4.30, Figurehead 18. Over the page we go to Kazakh Bell $7.20, Shogun Lodge out, Freemason $3.80, 24 for Arkanarton.
Yeah, you can never allow given him, and he just, you lost it.
I went straight away for Freemasons because even if he doesn't win this today, I still think he'll probably win the Derby. And, he's a horse that...
The gates open and they're off and racing now. Akhenaten from Barrier 2 was the first to come out. LA Suez began well, so did Cruzeiro. I Reign Supreme not far away. Cronus going up on the outside. Integrate trying to slot into a spot. Joss Sticks out deep, then came Figurehead, Director Special, Kazakh Bell, and Freemason at the tail of the field. To the turn out of the side of Freemason, they've reached the Aerodrome side. 900 to run in the cup, and Akhenaten made play from Cronus. I Reign Supreme third. Integrate getting a lovely run fourth. LA Suez has dropped back a Peggy's on the inside from Joss Sticks going around them. Cruzero's in the middle, a length away Figurehead, then Director Special, Freemason and Kazakh Bella's last. 600 metres left to go. Akhenaten brings to the field the corner. A half Cronus. Here's Integrate cutting loose on the outside. Then I Reign Supreme followed by LA Suez, Cruzeiro and Freemasons looking for a run as they turn the corner. Akhenaten first for home at the 300. Integrate out after it quickly on the outside from I Reign Supreme. LA Suez and then came Cruzeiro, but Akhenaten still in front at the 200. Integrate trying hard. Cruzeiro on the outside, but Akhenaten is the leader with 100 metres left to go. Integrate can't make up the ground. Either can Cruzeiro, and Akhenaten will lead all the way and win the Doomben Cup. Integrate second, Cruzeiro third, then Freemason, I Reign Supreme, LA Suez. The next time in the race was Figurehead, followed by Kazakh Bell, Cronus compounded, and then Director's Special, and last time is Joss Sticks. Akhenaten.
Now 12, 7 and 8, 53.90 the Quinella, the trifecta, $3,834. And it should be remembered.
Martin too, believe it or not, he only won a maiden at Newcastle earlier this week.
Which I want to take issue with. The Doomben Cup field yesterday, not one weight for age, what you call an established weight for age horse in the field. And you have horses like LA Suez starting second favourite. He's suspect at the distance and hasn't looked vaguely like winning a weight for age race in the past.
But where is our depth, Richie? We haven't had depth for a long time.
And also, the track yesterday, you have to say, suited Akhenaten because there's only one or two horses that came from further back than the first few around the corner. And this has been the case in every carnival that we've been to in the last 12 months, basically. The fence is the best place to be because in their effort to have the best track on the day, the track supervisors or managers leave a strip against the inside rail, which is just better than the rest of the track. And I'm just fearful that come Stradbroke Day, we're going to get the same thing again. And it costs half the horses their chance. They've got no chance if they don't get near the fence.
I don't think it's a
chance if they don't get near the fence.
I don't think it's a matter of leaving the strip close to the fence. And that's better than the rest. It's how wide it is.
Yeah, well,
I mean, if the strip's 3 metres, it's 3 metres while you're in stride. If the strip's 12 or 15 metres, it won't matter, will it?
Absolutely.
But the tracks aren't wide enough. Track put it, and they get rainy days like they had at Doomben leading into the carnival. To me, if it's possible, the false rail should only be in 2 positions. It's either true or it's out in the middle of the track. So basically you're racing on 2 tracks. So when you go back to the inside, it's exactly the same halfway across the paddock.
Alan, I can't tell you how many times that theory's been put forward, and they refuse to take any notice of that. Trainers will all tell you they'd rather it be full in or full out, whichever the width of the track is. You know, some tracks will be able to be wider than others, but they don't like them shifting the rail around because it creates strips. And
so
okay,
when's it going to be addressed?
Well, I don't know. I don't know who addresses it. Maybe there's got to be something, a national directive.
Although he shares it with Chenar, De France 97 and Ombre de la Serra 97. Tote call for the Sires Produce Stakes. Number 1, Clonmel, $7.10. 2, Rapid Man, 17. 3, Reenact, $10. 4, De France, $8.80. 5, Ombre de la 13, The Almighty One, 26. Number 14, Chenar, 21. 15, Lady Mulan, 7.40. Lovelorn.
Up, and I was just saying this race wasn't run last year. The Oaks eventually transferred to the Derby, but the Sires in the Qantas Cup got washed out. Isn't that horrendous? Off on the Sires Produce Stakes and Rapid Man near the inside and City Best, the 2 best to begin. Madison began quickly and Chicky Centona not far away, and either is Chenar and Eminent Chevelle going for Love Lawn and Reenact. Down the side, 8.50 to go, and Eminent Chevelle is the leader. A length and 3/4, Madison Centona third. Chenar fourth out, 3 deep, and Clonmel's out 5 wide. Storm Scene's just off the pace. Rapid Man on the fence, Ombre de la Serra and Chicky improving. Then came to France, Glenrowan in the middle of the field between runners. Lady Mulan the fence, then Adjudicator, Lovelorn, The Almighty One, and Reenact's a long way back, and City Best has dropped out last. In the straight, 400 to go, Eminent Chevelle the leader. Centona moving up on the outside, Madison on the fence, then Chenar, Rapid Man, Clonmel, Ombre de la Serra looking for a run, Lady Mulan near the fence, and then Glenrowan. Eminent Chevelle in front at the 200, Madison into second spot. Rapid Man is now starting to come home strongly. Chenar still there, not a lot of room for Lady Mulan. Rapid Man, and have a look at Reenact coming from nowhere. Reenact from the tail of the field, swept up, took the lead. Adjudicator battles hard, but Reenact has won from either Adjudicator or Rapid Man. Then Chenar, Lovelorn, Madison, Eminent Chevelle, Glenrowan, De France, City Best. The next time in the race, Storm Scene, followed by Chicky. Clonmel never got on the track. Ombre de la Serra. Lady Mulan had no luck at a vital stage, followed by Centona, and last home, The Almighty One. Reenact has come from last on the home bend with a blistering run down the outside to win the say, to put up a performance a bit reminiscent of Anthems a few years back. 3
was a devastating win, Alan.
Yeah, mate, he's always shown ability, and it was a great ride, really. All you can do is just let him settle, get him back, and give him a bit of room.
Jack's obviously got a great, shown so much there's so much expectation about Reenact, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, he's got his knockers, but for the wrong reason. Like all the horse is a 2-year-old looking for 1.5 miles, which sounds stupid, but that's the way it is.
Yeah, must be looking forward when
on the Sires Produce Stakes, correct weight, so those dividends become official.
He's very similar to his father, but he's a big, extravagant moving horse. He probably needs the firm track, and if you look at him coming down the straight, his action is very extravagant, Simon. I actually don't think that that race is a terribly strong race in any one year, but that horse may be an exception. He may come out of that and go on and do bigger and better things.
And also the jockey.
But that horse's run was amazing. Not so much he came from last on the home turn, but he was last at the 200 metres mark. From the 400 to the 200, there he is there. Now, they're at the 200, there he is on the extreme outside. From the 400 to the 200, he didn't go anywhere. In fact, he wanted to duck in behind that horse directly in front of him, Adjudicator. And it wasn't until Duffy pulled him out at that 200 metres mark, or just before it, around the heels of Adjudicator, that he started to really fly. And whilst John Tapp, you're right, he's got a bit of Masco about him, I think there's a little bit of yippee-i-o in him as well. He's a combination of the two as he bounds over the ground. Chris, you rode Clonmel. Bad.
Hey, now, she's top rater, not surprisingly, on the strength of some terrific recent form. Avild, 90. Giovanna, 90. Miss Zoe, 87. Here's the tote call on the Queensland Oaks. Number 1, Val d'Or, $6.70. 2, Avild, $9.50. 3, Miss Zoe, $6. 4, Night, $38. 7, Giovanna, $3.80. Number 8, Sophie's Gold, $43. 9, Figurant, $11. 10, La Chatelaine, 19. 11.
Years we're going to go for 7, Giovanna, 4, City Recruit, 2, Bill, and 3, Miss Zoe. And I'm fairly certain I'm
set, and they're racing, and Voile d'Or near the inside was one of the first to come out of the gates, and Regal Lagoon began okay. Giovanna well away, about to run up and join the pacemakers, as Figurant, Anna Vild and Sophie's Goals going for speed on the outside. Now there's a line coming to the winning post the first time. Voile d'Or, Giovanna of Vild, and Fly By Night scooting through in the middle. Sophie's Goals racing fifth, but trapped deep around Figurant, Regal Lagoon. Way marked, 1,200 to go, and it's Voile d'Or out by 4. A Vild in second spot now, Regal Lagoon third, Giovanna fourth the fence. A length away, Fly By Night, and 2 lengths away in the field came Asdam. Racing through on the inside of Sophie's Gold. A length and a half then to Figurant, Precocious, 3 deep, with Chatelaines on the rail. Then Miss Zoe, Capola, Majestic Heights, Let's Cruise about to take off. And then Ethel and City Recruiter still last. 700 metres to go in the Oaks, and Voile d'Or is the leader. A Ville breathing down the neck of it now. Giovanna's had a lovely run third. Regal Lagoon fourth. 2 lengths away, Asdam, Fly By Night, Precocious going up from Sophie's Gold. Miss Zoe deep, and then came Figurant. La Chatelaines a long way back. And as they wheel the bend in the Oaks, 450 to go. Voile d'Or is the leader. Here's a Vilda now. Giovanna sprinting very quickly on the outside as Dash to the lead. 300 metres to go, and Giovanna raced to the lead from a Vild. Then Asdam, City Recruit coming home from a long way back, and then Sophie's Gold. But Giovanna shot away inside the 200. City Recruit ran into second spot, then Asdam. But Giovanna is the leader with 100 metres to go. It's another one for Chris Munson, Roger James, and home goes Giovanna to win the Oaks in brilliant fashion. City Recruit second, a mile back third, Figurant, followed by Let's Cruise, Asdam, Precocious, followed by Regal Lagoon, Capola of Ville, Miss Zoe, Voile d'Or weakened visibly in the straight from Sophie's Goal, and then Majestic Heights and Fly By Night, and La Chatelaine is tail back last. Number 7, Giovanna, ridden by Chris Muntz. He's the king of the staying riders, Muntz. No doubt about it at all.
From the moment we saw... Weight is right. 410 and 190. City Recruit 290. Figurant 510. Quinella.
Oh, yes, you can get those runs, though, and Roger's experienced trainer. He'd be well aware that you get your ups and downs and the wheel always turns. But I'd just like to ask Chris, you know, the Queensland Oaks doesn't always throw up very many classy horses that can go on as 4-year-olds and win a decent race. But that filly looked like she might be able to go on and be competitive in a race like maybe even a Caulfield Cup. What do you think?
Yeah, it's possible. She's a lovely mover. She takes a big stride and covers a lot of ground. So with natural maturity and a bit of development, I can't see why she couldn't get up to that sort of level.
Chris, she travelled beautifully in
the Beaten Brigade offering $12. 2, Pleasure Giver, $20. 3, St Clemens Bell, 21. 4, Major Victory, 22. 5, Roulette, $8. 6, Tiaco, Linus Gallopini, $9.20. Number 10, High Rolling, $5.60. 11, Major, $8.90. Number 12, Bell.
Was in, I was probably called the Healy Stakes or something before then, but since it's been the Qantas Cup, well, going back 20 years anyway, whichever way you want to look at it, it's very hard for racing. Pleasure Giver began only fairly. Gallopini was one of the first to leave the gates, and Super Espion is going very fast. High Rolling is going quickly, and so too is St Clemens Bell, but and Gallopini's inside them on the rails. A length away, then Pleasure Giver on the inside of Tarumba. Then Tiakau Dancer, Charlie Chops, followed by Lady of Aragon, Major Victory, Bellow Senor, and Major whips them in. On the bend, 500 metres to go, and Super Espion is first of the bend. On the outside, St Clemens Bell and High Rollings between that pair. Guineas out 4 deep. Gallopini's on the fence, then came Antiquity, and Charlie Chops has pulled out to make a run. In the straight, and Super Espion, the leader, got away from St Clemens Bell. Here's Gallopini getting off the fence. Then Antiquity, and Guineas is coming on the outside. Super Espion is the leader. Gallopini's just about got him now. Then Antiquity and Guineas, but Gallopini went to the lead from Super Espion with 50 to go. Gallopini in front, and Gallopini has beaten Super Espion on third home in the race, Antiquity. Major and Charlie Chops got home from Tarumba, Guineas, Pleasure Giver, Bellow Senor. Major Victory, St Clemens Bell, Roulette, Lady of Aragon. A minute. Cornelis paid $145.40. Trifecta $2,115.30.
Gallopini for the Stradbroke handicap. How do you think he fits into the equation there, Alan?
I doubt. You know, I doubt whether he's got the class, I think, to win a Stradbroke handicap. You've got to understand, yesterday he got the best run in the race. He trailed the leader. He was inside a wall of horses, about 4 or 5 horses. The best run in this race came from Guineas, apart from the winner. He got out at the right time. Michael Carl rode him beautifully, and he had the last crack at Super Espion. Antiquity was always there. Guineas in the Cerise, Major in the white cap getting home. It's hard with the Stradbroke. I think that the gentleman sitting beside me here has got the chance to win the Stradbroke. I think it's one of the big chances landsliding if it draws an alley.
PJ O'Shea Stakes. Here are the Sky ratings, and Make Mine Magic, a 3-year-old, rating 100, Cronus 97, Yippee-I-O 97, and Brew 97. Number 1, Shaskay 970, 2 Cronus $7.10, 3 Yippee-I-O 760, 4 Groom 75, number 7 Ken's Joy $7, 8 Brew $18, 9 is Diaga 18, 10 Ladies Solville $15, and the favourite is the youngster Make Mine Magic $2.80.
Admittedly, he'll be taking her to the Brisbane Cup, but I thought she looked smash on.
And you're referring there to Lady Solville?
Lady Solville.
All right. Well,
Ready to go. Off and racing now in the last event of the day. The grey Make Mine Magic came out okay in the middle of the line. Over near the inside, Diaga got out okay. Cronus going up with Reputed Groom and Behemoth, and Make Mine Magic's trying to get over behind them. And when they come down the running the first time, it's Cronus going to the lead. Reputed Groom second. Now Diaga races third. Bluebird the Word's going up quickly. And Behemoth is Mine Magic outside him. Shaskay is still tracking Make Mine Magic all the way. Ken's Joy a neck further back on the fence. And then came Brew on the outside of the big fellow Yippee-I-O and last Lady Solville. 700 metres left to go. They're approaching the crossing. And Cronus is the leader from Bluebird the Word. Reputed Groom third, Diaga fourth. Make Mine Magic's now called upon. Behemoth on the inside, and Shaskay's trying to go with Make Mine Magic from Yippee-I-O. In the straight, 400 to go. Cronus the leader from Bluebird the Word and Diaga. Make Mine Magic is coming at them quickly. Ken's Joy looking for a run, and then Shaskay, and then came Yippee-I-O at the 200, and Make Mine Magic went up, and Ken's Joy went with him on the inside. It's Make Mine Magic and Ken's Joy together with 100 to go. Ken's Joy's getting the upper hand. Ken's Joy's coming away from Make Mine Magic and Yippee-I-O, and Ken's Joy wins the O'Shea from Make Mine Magic. Yippee-I-O third, and then Behemoth. Oh, big cup trial Behemoth. Then came Diaga, Cronus, followed by Shaskay, Lady Solville, Bluebird, the Word, Reputed Groom, and last home was Brew.
Good race.
It feels great, especially, you know, being the horse Ken's Joy for me, boss, and for the owners.
Isn't it, to win a race like this?
Shaskay's probably like old footballers. I mean, when you get to his age and you've had the number of injuries he's had, you can't perform at 100% every day. I think we saw the Brisbane Cup winner here, Behemoth. At the home turn, they sprinted away from him. That's him in the reddish colours, about to run into the 5th position. He gets tightened up a little bit here too between Diaga and Yippee-I-O about this point. That's him in 5th position between those two horses. He settled beautifully in the run. They sprinted off coming to the home turn. Look at him getting home here. And he's only got 52.5 kilos, and you know he can run the 2 mile. We saw that in the Adelaide Cup. Make Mine Magic. Probably just failed to stay the 2,400 metres, although he was a 3-year-old.
Way on top from Freemason, Arcanat, and then Giovanna. 1, 2, 3, 19 in the ratings. Fairways at $5.40, Freemason $5.70, 16 Arcanat, and $8.60 Make Mine Magic. Go down to Maguire's at 32. We'll go over the page to the others, so they're getting set pretty well at Warwick Farm. We've got $12 there.
Mate,
my Derby field this afternoon, probably one of the best we've seen in a long, long time. In fact, Queensland Turf Club Chairman Peter Gallagher said the last 20 years, the best in the last 20 that he could remember. They're set. Gates open, off and racing. Kincourt near the inside, got out okay. Zulu, Zealand, Lord Alanon well under stride. Giovanna began quickly. So did Maguire, and Akhenaten's not far away on the outside. Fairway Settling's just off the speed, and Valdor's back in the ruck in the early part. And Make Mine Magic's going forward. At the line the first time, and Akhenaten just in front of Maguire. Borelli going up deep. Make Mine Magic in between runners. Giovanna and Zulu Zeal just off the pace. Fairways going through in the middle, and Valdor trapped deep. Then They've passed the halfway mark, 1200 out in the Derby, and Akhenaten made play. Valdor got to second, Maguire third. A length and a half, Borelli around Zulu Zeal. Fairway's outside that pair going forward now. Then came Giovanna on the back of Fairway. Make Mine Magic in between runners. Then came Citrus, Prince Sailors, Lark, PlayStation, Philidor. Freemason about to go on the outside. Then City Habit followed by Valiant Road, Kincourt, Bear Raid, JL, and Lord Alanon dropped out last. 700 metres left to go. Akhenaten in front from Valdor. Fairway's gone to third. Then Maguire, Zulu Zeal, Giovanna. Borelli got into trouble. Make Mine Magic in between horses. Citrus, Prince and Freemason, and City Habit to the outside. Akhenaten first for home in the Derby. Maguire second. Fairway called upon. Giovanna to the outside, and then came Freemason running home at the 300. Akhenaten joined by Fairway and Freemason looming up on the outside. Then came City Habit. Maguire's on the rail. Freemason went to the lead from Fairway and Maguire. Citrus Prince is running home out wide, but Freemason is the leader with 100 metres to go. Citrus Prince went into second spot, but it's Freemason's Derby. Freemason beat Citrus Prince third, Maguire fourth, Fairway. Then Kincourt, City Habit, Giovanna. The next time in the race, Akhenaten, JL, PlayStation, Valiant Road, Valdor, followed by Zulu Zeal, Sailors Lark, Bear Raid, Philidor, Make Mine Magic, Borelli, and last time was Lord Alanon. Freemason, I know he's caught plenty of criticism over his very short career, but fair dinkum, if you go back and have a look at his race form in the big races, he's always been competitive. And
we had a lovely run in the race, and some of the others never, but, you know, well, that's the luck in racing. But he's been a tough horse, he's been everywhere, and, you know, he won his Group 1 here nearly 12 months ago, so, you know, he's done a remarkable job.
How long's he been up, Jono? Obviously a long time.
Out of the straight here and just round the turn, and, yeah, I wasn't concerned where I was because I was off the bit, and I knew they were going hard. Just sort of, they steadied up round by about the 1400, and they went quite steady to about the 900. So I was happy to sort of be 3-4 deep with cover. I was following a girl in front of me who had Giovanni in front of her, and I thought, get before that cross, and I thought, I've got to get out and just make one long run. And things panned out, and we got the money.
Yep.
32, 32.20, 12.80 Citrus Prince, Maguire 6.20, 193.90 the Quinella, $4,933 the trophy. Quinella, $4,933 the trophy.
Freemason at 4-1. Citrus Prince, a terrific run at 33-1. Maguire 20-1, and Fairway ran fourth, favourite at 7-2. Well,
yesterday, as John said, as Alan said, he got speed on. He never got speed in the AJC Derby at Randwick, or he well may have won there. I thought his run yesterday was sensational. It's a great effort to think that he was in work in Melbourne for the big races there. Should have won the Australian Guineas. He went through the Sydney Carnival, ran a great second in the Rosehill Guineas, ran in the AJC Derby. He won the Packer Plate. Then he comes up here and has a few runs, and it culminates in this Group 1 victory. He deserved it, but I thought this Group 1 victory. He deserved it, but I thought that Fairway's run was sensational too. He was 3 wide without cover all the way, and I think Fairway's a better horse than I thought he was. John, if you're getting ready for the Melbourne Cup, do you have time to turn him out for a few weeks, or what sort of...
He's a very, very tough horse, Ken, as you can see. He's been everywhere, you know. I sort of got him ready very early to go to Melbourne, and then he sort of come back to Sydney and he's come up here. But very, very tough horse, and, you know, I think with a couple of weeks, he'll most probably up here in the warmer weather, he'll spell very well, and he may come in a little bit later in the spring, but, you know, I think I'd be able to get in there. But in saying that, I've just got to judge, see how the horse, you know, goes the whole 12 months of the year this year, and it's worked out very well.
Yeah, I love it when you get on air and you're all humble and that, and then you get off air and you're totally different.
John, how many hours a week? How many?
Doesn't even warrant a response.
Well, you don't talk to arseholes too much.
Yeah, that's not nice.
How many hours a week does it take?
Is 7
hours a week does it take?
Is 7 Falvalon ahead of 6 over 2 Mr. Innocent and 8 Chiron, 7-6-2-8. The tote call. Toledo 24, 6.50 Mr. Innocent. Black Bean $7, 14 Bonanova. Easy Rocking at 12, over $9. Falvalon $8.50, $10 for Chiron number 8. 9 is St Clemens Bell, 106.26 staging, Confiscate 153, Almirada 21, 43 Anthem, City Fair 69, Tiaco Dances at 125, in Gallopini is at $49, Landsiding 15, 43 Major, Brighter Scene 106, and Magnifier with young Karen McAvoy aboard at $9.30. City Fair is the Stradbroke and of course the Amy Derby, which has been run and won. That was the previous race of the day, brilliantly won by Freemason. I think we've looked ahead to everything. We're right up to date.
Races like a race like the Amy Stradbroke, and today no exception is the national anthem about to be sung here. So here we go. Chiron moves in. City Fair moves up. And they're off in the Stradbroke handicap, and Felvalon near the inside, one of the first to bound out of the gates. The Grey City Fair's going quickly, and Black Bean and Tiaco Dancer are prominent, so is Brighter Scene. Landsiding's lob sixth on the inside of Mr. Innocent, followed by Toledo. Over an Easy Rocking going forward. Toledo got a half check there, then St Clemens Bell Major, then El Mirada, and then Magnifier. Gallopini staging. Chiron. Bonanova got flattened. A long way back is Confiscate, and last of all is Anthems. At the 850 metres mark, and City Fair led Brighter Scene, Felvalon third, Tiaco Dancer fourth, Black Bean fifth, travelling deep. On the fence then Landsiding, followed by Easy Rocking, St Clemens Bell deep. Mr. Innocent's on the rails, then came Major over Magnifier, Gallopini wide from Toledo, Chiron, El Mirada, and then came staging Bonanova, Confiscates a long way back, and Anthems is last. Around the bend, City Fair led at the 400, tackled by Brighter Scene. Landsiding on the fence, Felvalon between them from Black Bean. Easy Rocking coming on the outside, and then Mr. Innocent. 300 metres to go. Brighter Scene and Felvalon took the lead with Landsiding the inside. Black Bean trying to get out. Easy Rocking wider out. Landsiding the leader with 100 metres to go. Brighter Scene in second spot, but Landsiding in front of Brighter Scene. Mr. Innocent on the fence, but Landsiding and Chris Muntz win the Stradbroke handicap. Landsiding from Mr. Innocent and Brighter Scene. The next Chiron staging. Magnifier, Easy Rocking, Black Bean, El Mirada, Felvalon. Anthems, Bonanova, Confiscate. A long way back in the field, City Fair. And then came Tiaco Dancer, Major, Toledo, and last time is Gallopini.
Very confident, so was Chris Muntz. He'll be over the moon, and he's standing by with John Tapp. He bolted it.
No, he won really well. I always said he was up to Group 1 standard. And
I know you did.
And he is.
No, just what were his problems?
Well, I always said he was up.
Just what were his problems? He was out for 13 months at one stage.
He had an infection in the knee joint after an operation. He had a white cell count of 60,000, which they said, he probably wouldn't live. And then he'd never race again, and we've had a lot of luck and a lot of good work by my staff, which I appreciate.
Landsiding, winner of the Amy Stradbroke at 9-1. Mr. Innocent, 9-2 favourite. And Brighter Scene ran a hell of a race at 66-1 from a wide gate. The horse flashing home fourth was Chiron. And
he had nice weight, he had a beautiful alley, he likes a bit of giving the ground, the track was dead by that stage. Muntz put him in the perfect spot, let go at the right time, and at the end of the day, everything fell into place. And the horse, coming into the race, had very good form. He won the qualifying race a couple of weeks back, and he always looked as if he was the horse for the race, particularly if they got a bit of rain, and that's what happened.
I think when the rain came, it just put the icing on the cake for the Landsiding connections.
Yeah. Any plans for a race like perhaps the Epsom in the spring and following on to the Emirates in the spring in Melbourne?
Well, yeah, they're all possibilities, but as I said, I mean, we cut him off, and if his knee's handling it well and there's no problems with him, we'll just go for all those, because he's up to it.
How long ago did you set him for the race?
Very hard, Larry. 6 kilos difference might have been the difference. Sort of when we straightened up, I was following Landsiding, and he sort of picked up and really sprinted and put 3 lengths quick on me. Just left me floundering, and I floundered away to the furlong, and then he really knuckled down and chased, So, I think it was just a weight difference, but he went terrific.
Magnificent run, the horse drew 24, come across it outside the leader. Coming to the 400, about the 600, I was just bolting, but I didn't want to go too early, and the leader just dropped off and around the turn. I just got left in front. If I had something to chase and was able to sit a bit longer, no doubt he would have won. Even with a good gate, I think he would have won.
We got a beautiful run from the barrier, and couldn't ask for a better run. Halfway down, might have got held up a little bit, but I don't think it cost us any placing.
he just couldn't handle the conditions, Larry. He tried hard. He ran a good race. He was still in the firing line until inside the 200. He tried hard. He ran 5th, but he's just not at home in that sort of going.
He wants the paddock. He's done a good job this time, and he's won the Doncaster, and he raced like a tired horse today.
At 20 minutes, 4 Adjudicator, 1 Reenact, 3 Rapid Man, 9 Show a Heart. Are the ratings 4, 1, 3 and 9. Here's the tote call, and it reads this way. Reenact $5, 29 Ombra della Sierra. This is a Group 1 level. 13 Rapid Man, Adjudicator $8.80, $13. And the others, 560 Show a Heart, Lady Mulan $5.90.
Runners moving in for the Group 1 TJ Smith Stakes, formerly known as the Marlborough Stakes, then the Castlemaine Stakes, and now the TJ Smith, and sponsored still by Castlemaine Perkins. We always thank them for their added support here in Queensland racing. I just think this is the future. These are young horses coming admittedly to their 3-year-old days. Just have a quick glance. Luskin Star won it the year after, Scomeld, right through to horses like Mahogany, Anthems, Almansour, Mossman. Some very good horses have won this race. Gates open, off on the TJ Smith, and Chicky in the middle of the line was one of the first to go. Eminent Chevelle began quickly. I'll Get By went straight to 3rd from Tobiana, Storm Scene, Ombra della Sierra, Lovelorn, Lady Milan's back 3rd last, Reenactors 2nd last, and Adjudicator on the outsiders last. Past the 800 metres mark, Chicky made play. A length over, I'll Get By. Eminent Chevelle on the inside of Ombra della Sierra, Storm Scene 5th, Lovelorn 6th on the inside, Shower Hearts in the middle, Tobiana travelling deep, and then City Best, Miners Union, Rapid Man, Lady Mulan, Reenacts under a lot of pressure back 2nd last, and Adjudicators with him. On the turn, 450 to go, and Chicky first around the bend. I'll Get By 2nd, Lovelorn. Here comes Shower Heart sprinting quickly, then Eminent Chevelle, City Best, Reenacts not in the race, Adjudicators pulled out, but Shower Heart dashed to the front at the 200 metres mark and sprinted away. Chicky in 2nd spot, then Rapid Man followed by Adjudicator, but it's all Shower Heart with 100 metres left to go, and he's going to bolt in the TJ Smith. And Shower Heart, look at Lady Mulan making up ground for 2nd, but Shower Heart won by 6 lengths. Lady Mulan 2nd, Rapid Man 3rd from Chicky, Adjudicator, Miners Union, Lovelorn. Tobiana, Reenact was never a chance today from City Best. I'll Get By, Storm Scene, Eminent Chevelle's next to last, and last home is Ombra della Sierra. Shower Heart, an explosive win in the TJ Smith, trained by Barry, son of the ill-fated Brave Warrior. And Brave Warrior, in his first year as a stallion, what a tragedy he died. What an absolute tragedy. And he's that.
Now, through the race, he seemed to have a trouble-free run.
Yeah, I think he's a good horse, you know.
The runner-up, Lady Mulan, she ran a mighty race, Shane, but gosh, you never got near the winner.
No, the winner was very impressive. I would have made a race of it if I had got out at the turn. I got out, I had plenty of room, I know that, but when I started to make my run, I got held up for 3 or 4 strides, and the winner got away. Very impressive. I'm not saying I would have beat it, but I would have finished a lot closer.
She looks like she'll get a bit further.
I've always wanted to win a Group 1. It's only my 3rd ride in it. It's a bit of a worry from the 11 alley. I worked out with my manager, Trevor Lansky, and we got him in one off the fence, and we got the cash. He's a brilliant little horse.
Yeah, now, his acceleration was just mind-boggling from the 200.
Coming past the 600, I had to get another hold in so I could hold him, so I didn't let him go too early, but when I let him down, he just sprinted away. He's a credit to Brave Warrior. It's a shame his dad can't be here to see him.
Did you say you went for another halt?
Never got in the race. Adjudicator never got in the race. The race was over at the 400 metres mark when Casita said go, and this beautiful chestnut colt,
Shower Heart winning the TJ Smith Classic at 5-1. Starty Cat Cetus aboard. 2nd placing going to Lady Mulan at 9-2. Rapid Man 11-1. 3rd Al.
Yeah, and I can remember on the Tuesday or the Thursday morning, I forget which, at Eagle Farm at track work before the long weekend, Barry Miller telling me that it was the most confident he's ever put any horse into any race, whether it be a maiden at Bow Desert or the TJ Smith. He was never more confident of a horse winning a race. And at the end of the day, he was right. He was right by about 5 lengths at the finish. And he just absolutely toyed with them. And the thing about his win here too, Graham, like he did yesterday, he just travelled. Like when they went over the crossing in the TJ Smith, he was absolutely cantering. And when he let him go, he gapped them. And the sign of a good horse, as we all know, is a horse that can sprint and put a gap in a field quickly. And he did that.
And when you keep in mind
that 4 Behemoth and 7 Yippee-I-O rate 100, 2 Shaskay 97, 3 Bluebird the Word 97. Here's the tote call, and it shows that number 1 is Cronus 13, Shaskay 14, 56 Bluebird the Word, Behemoth 12, Ken's Joy 580, 71 Cruzeiro, Yippee-I-O 510. Mr. Prudent is at $8. We've got 9, Brew 11, 67 Consolidator, Wake Forest at 21, Diaga Farm, Delay with Weight at Flemington, Cronus 12, 13 Shaskay, Bluebird the Word 62, 950 Behemoth, Ken's Joy 610, Cruzeiro 51, $6 Yippee-I-O, Mr. Prudent $7.30. And then we've got Brew 12, 50 Consolidator 20.
Move up to be the last, and they'll be set and ready to go. Our tote favourite is number 5, Ken's Joy, the Queenslander at the moment, at 6.30 and 2.50. They're all in Cup, stand by for a start. The gate's open and they're off and racing now. Yippee-I-O and Mr. Prudent were both slow to go. They're back near the tail of the field when they go 100 metres. Consolidator, Cruzeiro, Convincing and Brew were the first 4 out, and they went to that first corner together. Just off the speed, Lady Solval, your reputed Groom, Cronus and Yelleroy are all going up in a big hurry. Green Raiders just off the speed with Karazi. Shaskay's about midfield with Behemoth and Diaga. Yippee-I-O going up about 4 or 5 deep. Ken's Joy getting back inside Bluebird the Word. A gap to Wake Forest, followed by Dame Cat, Swift Knight, and Mr. Prudent went to the tail of the field. On Dame Cat and Swift Knight is last. In the back straight, 1,500 metres to go. It's Cronus out by 3. Reputed Groom second. They're going along at a good clip. 2 to Yelleroy, 2 to Karazi, 3 to Yippee-I-O. 2.5 Convincing and a half to Cruzeiro to run in the Brisbane Cup. And Cronus is the pacemaker by 1.5. Reputed Groom second, Yelleroy third. Yippee-I-O's been asked to go forward now. He's 4th on the outside of Karazi. Then Convincing and Brew, followed by Cruzeiro on the fence. Then Lady Solval, Consolidator. Shaskay's been called upon for the effort in the middle. Diaga deep, and then came Green Raider. Behemoth is a long way back. Then Bluebird the Word, Mr. Prudent, Ken's Joy shuffle back from Wake Forest, and then Dame Cat and last Swift Knight. Here they come on the bend, 500 to go. Cronus the leader. Karazi went for the inside. Yippee-I-O moved up quickly. Brew coming at them with Lady Solval, and old Shaskay is getting into the fight in the straight, and Yippee-I-O the leader. Brew on the outside from Shaskay, Karazi, and then came Cronus, but Yippee-I-O's in front at the 200. Shaskay's trying harder, picking him up, and then Brew. It's Yippee-I-O and Shaskay. Yippee-I-O's a neck in front. Shaskay can't make up the leeway, and the big bounder Yippee-I-O wins the Sky Channel Brisbane Cup from Shaskay. Third's a photo, Karazi and Brew together. Then came Behemoth, followed by Green Raider, Mr. Prudent, Consolidator, Dame Cat, followed by Cronus, Diaga, Bluebird the Word, Wake Forest, Reputed Groom, Ken's Joy, he couldn't stay. Then Yelleroy, Lady Solval, Convincing, and Swift Knight is last of all, bar 1, Cruzeiro, which walked over the line, and the big horse is back. The big horse is back. Number 7, Yippee-I-O. Ridden by Larry Cassidy. Hasn't he had a weekend, LV Cassidy? The Derby on Freemason, the Lightning on Pittance, and now the Sky Channel Brisbane Cup on Yippee-I-O.
Back to the winner's circle. Jeff and Beryl on Yippee-I-O's near side. He is one of the biggest horses in training. He doesn't have the prettiest action. I think we've been telling you for a long time that he has a loping, gangly sort of a stride. He's by no means a fluent action galloper. Yippee-I-O, as a rising 7-year-old, has finally delivered the goods. A $500,000
the other day. And early in the straight, he just seemed to move up effortlessly. He always confident he'd hold off Shaskay?
Yeah, probably the only concern was when he because he was so relaxed, was getting him out of the gates and jumped a little bit tardy, which sometimes he can. So I thought, well, I'll just stay deep till they stack up. Then I went forward, ended up into a good spot, and I just rolled forward quite easy. And old bugger, he had his ears pricked in the straight. And I was yelling at him. He's sort of twitching them back, listening to me, but I didn't want to look around.
Up race the Queensland Cup, and he carried 61 in that. And he ran 5th, ran a great race, but just the weight anchored him.
Yeah, he hasn't run a bad race in a long time. He's been whacking away somewhere there, hasn't he, start after start?
Yeah, well, he's probably paid for his consistency, but today he was sort of weighted to win a big race, really.
Yeah. Gallant in defeat, old Shaskay. The Quinella, $41, trifecta, $2,881. Gallant in defeat, Shaskay.
Clock
to the last Group 1 race of the season, the Sky Channel Brisbane. Yep, Yippee-I-Yo first, started at 5-1 equal favourite. Success to Larry Cassidy. Good on you, Larry. 11-1 for the old fellow, Shaskay. Gallant in defeat second, and Karazi was third, and it started at 20-1. After the race, John Tapp. From Alan to Alan, he mentioned there about the weight, and that was probably the key. He was really pitchforked into the race, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was with the 51.5. I can remember him. There's two things I remember about Yippee-I-Yo, and this is one of the reasons why Queenslanders really love the horse. Not that they don't love him, all over Australia, but Queenslanders have a soft spot for him. His battle with Marble Halls in the Derby a couple of years back, his win in the Guineas in the same year, and then he won the Lord Mayor's Cup at Doomben in September of last year, and then he's run in the Queensland Cup last year with 60 kilos on his back when he fired up and he pulled hard, and he gave McPelling a torrid ride, and he was only nailed in about the last 20 or 30 metres of the race. And it's a funny thing, I know he's won a 4X Ipswich Cup. One of the races of our carnival here at Group 3 level. And Ronnie Corv. And they're off and racing in the Ipswich Cup, and Narwong over near the inside was one of the first to go, and Sea Breeze and Blue Dash began quickly. Wider out on the track, Our George and the Grey Brave Prince going up, and so is Mushtak, and so is I Reign Supreme. And coming to the line the first time, Mushtak about to cross over to go to the lead. I Reign Supreme outside him, about to head him now. Our George gets the rival. Heading to the back inside the 1400, and I Reign Supreme is the leader, led by 2, Mushtak second. Our George travels third, Brave Prince in a great spot, he's fourth, about 4 off the speed. A length and a half to Narwong, 3 parts to Sea Breeze. A length away, Reputed Groom on the inside of Thursday's Child as they head down the back. 2 lengths away in the field, Blue Dash on the inside of Director's Special. Then Aggie's Heart on the inside of Arctic Venture. Mutajar next on the inside of King Salieri. And then Cruzeiro and Jack's Arrivals last. He's 12 from the leader, which is I Reign Supreme. As there's trouble over the back. There's horses gone left, right and centre. Over the back of the track, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. There's 5 down. Aggie's Heart's 1. Mutajar's another. There's 5 of them gone. Back to the race. They're on the side. 700 to go. I Reign Supreme's in front by 6 to Thursday's Child. 6 Director's Special. 4 to Narwong, Cruzeiro, Brave Prince, Our George, Jack's Arrival. There's another one gone. There must be 7 of them down at least. On the turn, I Reign Supreme coming around the turn, and the clerk of the courses are coming back to make sure these horses don't come back in the reverse direction. I Reign Supreme in front, Thursday's Child, and now Director's Special's coming home well. I Reign Supreme in front past the 200 metres mark. On the outside, Director's Special trying hard, but I Reign Supreme in front of Director's Special, and I Reign Supreme wins a sensational 4X Ipswich Cup. Second, Director's Special. Third, Thursday's Child. That's 3. Cruzeiro 4th. Brave Prince 5th. Narwong 6th. Jack's Arrival is 7th. Our George is 8th. And that's it. There's 8 gone. There's 8 gone. Unbelievable. Well, what were the ones that have... Arrivals last, he's 12 from the leader, which is I Reign Supreme. As there's trouble over the back. There's horses gone left, right and centre. Over the back of the track, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. There's 5 down. Aggie's Heart's 1. Mutajar's another. There's 5 of them gone. Back to the race. They're on the...
Just that many horses. Like normally when you hit a horse, it'll trip you up. But there was just that many more horses that I had to get over. And basically I was sliding along the top of the horses. So I had a pretty sort of soft fall. And then I sort of fell face first. And then I did a bit of a sort of somersault.
You got a bit of grazing on your chin there too.
Yeah, but, I was good I could just get up, and I just got up and I knew I was all right and just went up and just started praying for the boys,
It was just an absolute nightmare. It looked like a battlefield out there after it all had happened.
Now, were you fully conscious when you hit the turf?
Yeah, fully conscious. I thought...
The next thing I heard a big crash ahead of me, and I looked up and saw a horse almost vertical up on the running rail, which turned out to be Mushtak. And there was a chain reaction after that, and I counted about 4 horses that fell in front of me, and I thought, surely there can't be any more to fall. And Darren Beedman had came out to avoid them, and I came outside him as well. I was confident I'd be able to clear them. Anyway, Beedman's horse fell, and my horse's legs got tangled up in him and came down, and another one fell over the top of me. But I was very lucky because I got hit from behind by the other horse. It hit my mount, who was falling at that stage, and hit me in the back and sent me forward. But I think my vest might have played a big part in, helping me.
It was virtually like an earthquake just coming up in front of us. They were falling everywhere, outside in and inside out.
And there was nowhere to go.
There was nowhere. Me, Mick and Darren virtually was just which horse we were going to hit, sort of thing.
Yes, it's somewhat with a heavy heart that we say good morning and welcome to Racing Retro after a day of turf carnage yesterday at Ipswich on Ipswich Cup Day.
The people after the race at Ipswich yesterday just stood and they were just gazing. They were gazing out at the track, and not many people actually moved from where they actually watched the race. And just looking out from the broadcast box, I just got the distinct impression that people were looking at disbelief.
Yeah.
You know, how could I be watching 8 horses fall in a race which just seemed just so normal for so long, then 1 second later changed everything?
Yeah.
Where you race, any sort of animal or machine, accidents are a part of that sport, and unfortunately, they're unavoidable. The 2 accidents yesterday apparently were totally unrelated, and the main accident in the Ipswich Cup caused by a horse breaking its leg in running. Well, that can't be accounted for, that can't be protected against you. There's no safety measures that can be taken against that. It's just a freak accident.
And Richie, our thoughts are with Gary Dowdy, but also there was 3 horses to be put down there, was there, Alan, yesterday?
Yeah, there was Blue Dash, Arctic Venture and Mushtaq, and a couple of horses, were pretty battered and bruised. And I think also, we should spare watch is the horse racing second on the outside in the light colours. Okay, so now he goes down. The Grey Brave Prince goes next, but he stays on his feet somehow. The Pink Sea Breeze, then Reputed Groom. Now, what's Darren Beedon with the red cap? Now, he actually runs down the neck of Aggie's Heart. Arctic Venture goes, and Jack's Arrival, who was running absolutely last in the race, he got through the whole field. It's amazing. Aspinall got the ride because Gary fell off that horse or had that fall on River Fair in the previous race. He rides Jack's Arrival. He said to me after the race, he said, I was running last. He said, I could see what was happening. He said, I went in, up, over, around, through, stayed on my feet.
Yeah.
Million to 1 chance.
Yeah.
I think
Justin Sheehan will Justin Sheehan will be discharged from hospital today. He has 2 broken ribs and a very deep gash to the back of the head where he was struck by a runner coming from behind. His vest was torn to pieces. John Kerwick believes there is no doubt the vest saved his life. And his spirits will be so low. But Justin, don't you dare consider retirement. You've got to come back. You're too great a rider to be sitting on the sidelines.
Maddie Paget?
He's got a dislocated hip and a fractured forearm.
Yeah.
And Matt Privado and also Darren Beedman were released from hospital last night.
Darren was as good as gold immediately after, but started to feel a bit off later.
He had delayed shock. We spoke to Darren this morning.